From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Hi there, Johnny. This is Buster.
Buster?
Buster Favor, Lake Mojave Resort over on the Colorado River.
Oh, well, Buster, how are things?
So you never really did get in the fishing we promised you over here.
No, but so help me, I'm going to one of these days. Is that what you called me about?
No. Johnny, you remember old Mike Kirby?
Kirby. Oh, sure. The sweet old fella I met down at your boat dock. Guide or something?
That's the one.
Oh, sure, I remember him. How is he?
Well, that's what he isn't.
What?
And, Johnny, I think it was murder.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. State Life and Casualty Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Kirby will matter. As soon as I hung up on Buster, I lost no time in making the necessary plane reservation to Las Vegas and picking up a handful of American Express traveler's checks. That's item one on the expense account, a total of $320. Then I packed a bag, was about to take off when the phone rang again. Johnny Dollar.
Oh, Johnny, I'm glad I caught you in. It's Denny Newcomb at Tri-State Life and Casualty.
Oh, hi, Danny.
Johnny, I need you badly, and I need
What?
you fast. Now, there's only a $5,000 policy involved.
Danny,
The circumstances are such
I'm
that
sorry,
just...
Dan, but I can't handle it. I'm about to catch a plane out of
No,
here.
Johnny, now listen. There may be a killing involved in this case, so we don't dare waste any time. And what's
No,
more,
you listen. There may be a killing involved in what I'm going out
What's more, the death of our client occurred at one of your old stamping grounds.
Sorry,
at
Dan.
the Lake Mojave Resort.
Danny, I told you. What?
Yeah, that's right.
Mike Kirby?
Yeah.
Okay, Danny, I'm on my way. It was 7:30 a.m. when the plane dropped me off in Las Vegas, Nevada, smack in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Even at that hour of the morning, the otherwise clear, clean air was filled with the cacophony of the city of chance. The stuttering clicks of the ball on the roulette wheels, the rattle and gallop of the ivories on the dice table, the endless drone of the croupiers, the flat clank of the chuck-a-luck cages, the snap of cards by the blackjack dealers, the never-ending click of poker chips and silver dollars. And over it all, the interminable chunk and whir of the slot machines, day and night from one end of the town to the other. Fabulous. I grabbed breakfast, that's item two, then rented a car and headed south and east on Route 93 toward Kingman, Arizona. Then, just 5 miles short of that town, I swung right on 68 down toward Davis Dam, down to Lake Mojave Resort. Mile after mile of nothing but sun-baked rock and sand, sagebrush and Joshua trees, tumbleweed and cactus. And right in the middle of it, the clear blue waters of Lake Mojave. Buster Favor, who's general factotum of the resort, was waiting for me. After a hearty greeting, he led me into the office, and we sat down and got to work.
Yeah, it was murder, all right, Johnny.
Are you sure?
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know how much you knew about Mike Kirby.
Well, only that he seemed to be one of the fixtures around here. Was obviously well-liked.
So he'd been a businessman back east, owned a string of restaurants, made a fortune.
Uh-huh.
And about 10 years ago, he retired. Did a lot of traveling, all over the world, I guess.
Oh, lucky man. Did he have any relatives, Buster?
Oh, only some nephews and nieces.
I see.
Anyhow, a little over 3 years ago, he settled down here to spend the rest of his life just fishing, taking it easy.
Can't think of a better place or way to retire. How old was he, Buster?
61. Didn't look it, though.
No. Well, if I remember right, he was pretty fit.
He was.
Well, I had the impression when I was here before that he was just a hired fishing guide, something like that.
Oh, he used that as an excuse to meet folks. Half the time, he clean forgot to charge for his guide services.
Accidentally on purpose, no doubt. Well, now you said...
Now, don't rush me, Johnny. I got to give you the background.
Okay, shoot.
He kept saying over and over and over again how glad he was to be out from under a lot of responsibilities. Then one day, about 6 or 7 months ago, he suddenly transferred title to his boat, his motor, his fishing tackle, and his old beat-up Ford to us.
Oh?
I know. I asked him at the time if he wanted to get him off his personal inventory, why not give him to his relatives?
Well, what'd he say to that?
Said he didn't like him. Felt they were just waiting around for him to die so they could get their hands on his money.
Oh.
Said he just wanted to make sure that if anything happened to him, the stuff would end up with us on account of we'd use it and appreciate it. Also, Johnny, he plunked down $10,000 in cash and insisted that we take that, too.
$10,000? What for?
His rent on his cabin for as long as he lived.
Wow. Buster, did he leave a will of any kind?
Well, now I'm getting to that. Anyhow, last Friday afternoon, he went out fishing alone like he often did. And just before dark, one of the rental boats came in with two young kids.
Yeah.
They'd seen old Mike's boat up on the beach in that big cove just above the power line crossing. They found Mike laying on the sand beside it, as still as death. Well, they came tearing in to report it, scared half out of their wits.
Well, I sure hope you...
Oh, sure. I grabbed Ham Pratt and a big flashlight. You remember Ham.
Oh, yeah, the manager of the resort.
Yeah.
Well?
Well, we found him there. And he was gone, the poor old fella.
Go on, Buster.
Well, Ham took one look at him, and rattlesnake, he said it. Rattlesnake did it.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell by the way Mike looked, laying there.
Fang marks?
Yeah, on his right leg, just above the ankle. And a big bruise on his head, like he'd hit a rock when he fell.
But on the phone, you said you thought it was murder. And a minute ago, you said you're sure of it.
Well, we put him in our boat, hitched his on behind, and brought him back here. We phoned Tad Harding of the Kingman Police Department.
I remember him. Good man.
Yeah, well, Chief Harding took one look, and he agreed with Ham. Poison from a rattler. Well, they took him into Kingman, and I telegraphed the relatives.
But, Buster, now look, you...
Then I got to thinking. There was something wrong.
What do you mean?
Well, there are very few rattlers in this part of the country because of the heat. They can't take it. If anybody'd know better than to fool with one, it'd be old Mike.
And they always sound a warning before they strike anyhow, don't they?
Sure. So early next morning, I went back to the cove.
And?
Number one, there was no sign of any rock that Mike might have hit his head on when he fell.
Go on, Buster, go on.
There was no trail from any kind of a snake anywhere around.
Well, the sand could have drifted over them.
No, sir. The footprints Ham and I and the kids had made were clear as crystal, but no tracks of a snake.
All right, go on.
Well, then I noticed it, where another boat had been beached. Strange one, not from our landing. It was right next to where Mike's had been, right alongside.
Any footprints from it?
Well, if there were, we and the kids had mashed them all out. And I remembered the way Mike had been laying there, as though he could have been rolled out of his boat or thrown out right on the sand.
Then it looks as though somebody met him out on the lake, banged him over the head, made the fang marks, which isn't hard, then lashed the two boats together, dumped him off at the cove, and left.
It sure does, Johnny.
I want to see that place.
Yeah, and all the excitement, I might have overlooked a lot of things.
Oh, that I doubt. Now, Buster, if there's no sign of rattlesnake poison in old Mike's body...
Well, right after I called you, I phoned Chief Harding. Coroner's making his autopsy today. He'll call me.
Well, now, look, these nephews and nieces of Mike's, how much do you know about them?
Well, no, I was thinking of the way that they... Well, one, there's a woman named Martha Woodbury who...
Excuse me. Mr. Faber?
Yeah, I'm Buster Faber.
I am Miss Martha Woodbury.
Oh, well, Miss Woodbury, we were just at... this is Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Miss...
How do you do? Mr. Faber, I'm a niece of Michael Jonathan Kirby, and probably the major beneficiary of his estate. I wired you that I would be here, and I am.
Got here kind of fast, too, didn't you?
I also wired Uncle Michael's attorney in Kingman that I saw no...
Should be here late this afternoon.
I also wish to make funeral arrangements befitting one of his financial status.
Won't you sit down?
Now, please tell me the circumstances of his death. And, of course, I wish to see the poor darling's body.
Miss Woodbury,
Yes?
what do you do for a living?
Why, if it's of any concern to you, I teach at Armand College. Toxicology.
Toxicology, huh?
Yes.
Poisons.
Very interesting.
Is it? Why? Who are you, Mr. Dollar?
Well, I'm a special investigator for your uncle's insurance company.
What?
Yes, you see, we have good reason to believe your uncle was murdered.
Murdered?
Murdered? Who said that? Hello, Martha. You said murdered. Are you talking about Uncle Michael?
Well, that's right. Who are you?
I am Chester Kirby, and as far as I know, the heir to my uncle's fortune. Who are you, sir?
Chester, Mr. Dollar is an insurance investigator.
Oh?
Investigator, huh? Dollar, I'm Hank Kirby, family black sheep, also Uncle Mike's nephew. What's his talk about murder?
Are you three his only relatives?
That's right, Dollar, except for Lita.
Lita?
Lolita Laverne. though we sometimes try to forget that.
Oh, come off of that.
Why, Miss Woodbury?
My sister is a cheap nightclub dancer. We prefer to forget it, and the silly stage name she uses.
Now, take it easy, teacher.
Of course, Martha. This is hardly the time or place to...
What do you do for a living, Mr. Kirby? Chester?
Oh, play the stock market a bit, that sort of thing.
He's a playboy, Mr. Dollar, and a gambler, and I suspect not a very honest one.
Martha, my dear girl, I resent that.
You've never done a lick of honest work in your life. And if you think Uncle Michael didn't know it, would let his money ever get into those soft pickpocket fingers of yours...
You don't think you're the
well,
one
let
doing
me
it.
tell you
Oh,
something, my
shut
dear.
up, both of you. Pair of money grabbing. If you had to work for a living...
Like what, Hank? What do you do?
Yes. Tell him, Henry.
Oh, I told you I was the black sheep of the family, but I work. You know, odd jobs.
I'll tell you, Mr. Dollar. He's a roustabout. Circuses, carnivals, that disgusting sort of thing.
Where are you working now, Hank?
Well, there's a sort of a scientific exhibit.
Sideshow is more like it.
All right. Along the highway over near Victorville. A lot of rare animals, reptiles, and things on display.
And Henry, dear boy, when he's off the bottle, is appropriately enough in charge of the snake pit.
Oh.
Well, we do scientific work, too. You know, like
Like, what, Henry?
Like milking the venom from the snakes to sell to laboratories?
yeah. Well, that is what...
Excuse me. Hello? What? You sure? Well, what?
Mr. Dollar,
Now,
I
wait a
think it's
second.
about time you tell us
Hey,
what
Johnny.
you
Just a
meant
minute.
when...
Yeah, Buster.
I want you to hear this. It's Chief Harding. Go ahead, Chief.
Well, as I said, Buster, there was evidence of rattlesnake venom in the body, all right. But it didn't enter at the fang marks on the leg.
What do you mean, Chief?
Well, the coroner says those marks were fakes. The venom was injected with a needle up near the armpit where it wouldn't be noticed.
Chief, this is Johnny Dollar.
Oh, hi there, Mr. Dollar. Haven't seen you since you were out here working on the...
Listen, was the venom injected into his body before or after old Mike received the blow on the head? Was the coroner able to check that?
I don't think he's tried, Mr. Dollar.
Well, have him do it, will you please, if he can?
Well, sure.
Also,
I'll
do me a favor and check with Lawyer Guilford. I'd like to know when he's coming out here with a will.
Oh, I saw him just a few minutes ago, and he asked me to tell Buster. Sometime this afternoon, if he can get away.
Good, thanks. I'll talk to you later.
Well, sure, Mr.
As I started to say, Mr.
Look,
Dollar,
Miss Woodbury, there is nothing that you or any of us can do until we get the complete report from the coroner.
Well, you can at least tell us what you meant.
And
when
what
you meant-
about dear Uncle Michael's will, Mr. Dollar?
That will have to wait for the attorney. He expects to be here sometime later today.
Now, wait a minute. You said murdered.
Incidentally, I suppose the will shouldn't be read until Lolita, or whatever her name is, gets here.
According to her telegram, she ought to get here today.
Well, she better.
What I want you to do is arrange for quarters here. And all of you stay here. If you won't do it of your own free will, I'll have Chief Harding of the Kingman Police Department take whatever...
No. Such a humiliation is entirely unnecessary.
There's nothing to keep me from sticking around. I want to hear that will, too.
Of course, don't we all?
Okay, then. Sit tight. For my money, any one of them could have done it. A toxicologist, a man whose business was handling poisonous reptiles, and a cheap tin horn gambler, and the nightclub dancer who hadn't appeared yet. Yeah, any one of them to latch on to the old man's fortune. I avoided telling the three present about the circumstances of their uncle's death in the hope one of them would slip, would give himself away by saying something to show that he or she already knew. As soon as they were ensconced in their rooms, Buster and I hopped into his outboard and headed up the lake.
Remember the last time we rode up here looking for evidence, Johnny?
Yeah, I sure do. That was the Midas touch mine.
Yeah. The pretty little lady owned a high-power rifle with a scope sight. Just about here, she started taking pot shots at us from the shore.
Well, that's one thing we won't have to worry about this trip.
Now, right around this point is where I found Mike's boat on the beach. And like I told you, I may have overlooked some clue that you'll spot in a second.
Buster,
Yeah.
tell me, did old Mike earn enough as a fishing guide to make a living?
Well, just about enough to buy food and a few odds and ends and... Well, like I told you, most of the time he deliberately forgot to charge. Not needing the money and all. Hey, Johnny, there in the cove,
What?
a boat, right where Mike's was.
Whose is it? Do you know?
Isn't out of our landing by... Hey, that puff of smoke from behind the bush way up on the sand dune.
Swing us around. That's somebody with a gun. And look, we're taking in water. Those holes in the bottom.
Grab that can, start bailing. There, that guy can shoot.
Pull us around, Buster. We're like a pair of sitting ducks out here.
Right.
Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment.
Democracy. It takes an awareness of life and a respect for mankind to make democracy work. But when this happens, democracy works in mysterious ways to better the lives of everyone. Why? Because democracy is concerned with everyone. One could say that democracy is people. For the people rule themselves in a democracy. No tyrant stands a chance. No dictator can get a foothold. The systems of laws and justice in a democratic government is made and operated by the people, for the people. And people like to be free. That's why democracy gives mankind its finest legacy of freedom.
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Kirby Will Matter.
Whoever had been shooting at us from the shore there on Lake Mojave had a good eye. But a 30-mile-an-hour outboard at over 200 yards and swerving like mad can be a pretty tough target. With a hull full of holes, we had no choice but to go back to the landing. There, I made a quick check of the three I suspected of having killed old Mike Kirby. First, his nephew Chester.
Right here in my room, Mr. Dollar, reading. Then a brief walk in the hills. Why? And when is that lawyer coming to read Uncle Michael's will?
Then the niece, Martha Woodbury.
Gathering a few desert plants, if you must know. Hardly racing about on the lake armed with a gun, as you seem to suspect. Why don't you question Henry? If anyone should know how to handle a gun, he should.
So I questioned Hank Kirby.
Fishing, that's what. I saw no reason to just sit around waiting for that lawyer to arrive. I was fishing in that first big cove on the right.
On the Arizona side.
That's right. And I saw you and Buster tearing back here. That's when I come back to see what was up. Now, what is up?
Mr. Kirby?
Yeah, Buster?
On the payphone, the phone booth next to the cafe.
Yeah?
Kingman operator just called.
Yeah?
She still hadn't been able to reach your party on whatever that call was you made.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
What call, Hank?
I've been trying to locate Lita to find out why she hasn't got down here. Maybe she doesn't care about the will.
Where is she, Hank?
It was to a dive up in Las Vegas that I sent the telegram, Johnny.
Yeah, that's where she's been working.
Is that where you called earlier, Hank?
Earlier?
Yeah, didn't I see you in that phone booth when Buster and I pulled out?
Yeah, sure. Trying to get Lita then, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me, Johnny. Lawyer Guilford just phoned me from Kingman. He'll be over here in about an hour.
Then the will gets read, huh?
Perhaps we ought to wait for Lita. What do you think, Hank?
She'll be here.
Well, did you talk to her? Is she on her way?
Yeah, she's on her way.
All right. If Buster's willing, we'll use the office when Guilford gets here.
Sure.
So, Hank, you tell the others to be ready and waiting.
Yeah, sure thing.
Come on, Buster.
Right, Johnny. What's on your mind?
Well, maybe it's just a hunch, nothing more. But I want to get on that phone in the office. I called Armand College first. Yes, Miss Martha Woodbury had left there only last night. So she couldn't have been here when Mike Kirby was killed. A call to Chester's Hangout, a private gambling club in Reno, indicated the same thing. Call number 3 was to the so-called museum where Hank Kirby worked with the Snakes, a place within easy driving distance of Lake Mojave. But the records showed he hadn't left the place in 2 weeks until this present trip to be here. Lolita? Well, the manager of the club in Las Vegas said she hadn't missed a show. Daytimes? Well, who knew? But she was there every night. Then I suddenly remembered something about the geography of Lake Mojave.
Yeah, Johnny. Cottonwood Landing is only about 25 miles north on the west, the Nevada side of the lake.
Could that boat we saw in the cove?
Sure. That's where it came from. I knew there was something familiar about it. Hey, what are you going to do, Johnny?
Kingman.
Operator, get me Cottonwood Landing, please.
It's one of their rental boats, Johnny. Yes, sir, I'm sure of it.
Any number? Any identification on it?
All that I didn't see. Anyhow, they rent so many to fishermen every day.
Uh-huh.
Hey, here comes Lawyer Guilford driving up.
Good.
Cottonwood.
Hello, this is Johnny Dollar, special investigator.
Yes, sir. What?
I want to know if you rented a boat today to a girl named Lolita Laverne.
Laverne?
I'll meet him, Johnny, and I'll bring them all in here.
Okay.
No, sir. Nobody by that name rented today.
Well, what about Friday? Friday afternoon.
Friday.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, the only women we rented to on Friday was old lady Newberry, down from Canada for a couple of days.
No, this is a young girl.
Well, the other was a Miss Hancock.
Hancock?
Lucy Hancock.
Okay. Thanks very much.
I've never seen
Johnny, this is Lawyer Gilpin. Lawyer, Mr. Johnny Dollar.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Dollar.
How are you, sir?
Now, if you'll all please sit down.
All right.
I'm a little pressed for time, so I'll waste none in getting to the reading of Michael Kirby's will.
Good.
Well, you don't think we ought to wait for Lita to get here?
It won't be necessary. Now, I possess a full accounting of the net value of Mr. Kirby's estate.
Excellent.
It may surprise you, by the way.
Fine.
This will confirms that valuation. It is dated, by the way, just 5 months ago.
They must have made it out right
Oh,
after.
look, let's get to the will. Now, let's read it.
Yes, come on.
Please. His real property consisted only of his clothes, then the outboard motorboat, and an old car which he transferred to the Lake Mojave Resort, together with a sum of money to provide for his living here.
How much?
Only $10,000.
Oh, well, good.
Some years ago, he turned all other of his real property, including some rather important real estate and business holdings, into cash.
Well, where is all the cash deposited now?
Yes.
Surely you aren't considering adding bank robbery to your rather questionable career, Henry.
Martha, that is quite uncalled for. Now, why don't we proceed with the will?
Yeah.
There is one asset specifically set aside that perhaps I should mention since it concerns Mr. Dollar.
He is the beneficiary?
Oh, no. I refer to the insurance policy for $5,000.
Well, don't worry about a piddling amount like that. Let's have the will, man.
The insurance policy is to cover burial expenses and nothing else. All of it is to be used.
Okay. Let's have the rest of the will.
Yes.
Can't you leave all of this out?
Very well. I, Michael Jonathan Kirby, do make, ordain, and declare this instrument to be my last will and testament.
Oh, why don't you skip that stuff?
Please.
Being of sound mind and body, determined to enjoy the fruits of an industrious life to the fullest.
The bequests, man.
Life to the fullest. And rather than burden others with the responsibility that money demands.
What?
For these and other reasons, I have carefully spent every dollar I ever owned.
What? No, he was out of his mind.
That is the will of Michael Jonathan Kirby in its entirety. Good day. Good day.
What fools we've made of ourselves. What fools. And it's no less than we deserve. I only wish that Lucy had been here.
Wait a minute. Lucy?
Yes, Lucy. Her real name, her proper name, not Lolita Laverne. It's Lucy.
Point. Now we know the contents of that stupid will.
Yeah. By
Buster,
what
call
right
Chief Harding. Tell him to stand by in case these people get itchy feet.
Right.
What little I'd done so far in this case was based on nothing but hunches. So when 10, then 11 p.m. came and Lolita, Lucy Hancock Woodbury, hadn't arrived, I acted on another hunch.
Sure, Johnny. My room is right next door to the office, so if this leader arrives and signs in, I'll let you know right away.
No, Buster, no.
Huh?
Just sign her into a room after you've done a little tampering with the register.
What do you mean?
Chester is in number 6, isn't he?
That's right.
All right. Change that on the register to number 8.
That's this one, your room.
That's right. And be sure that Lita sees the register.
I don't understand.
You don't have to, Buster. Let's just hope she gets here. Buster left. And with my door ajar, I turned off the light and lay on the bed and waited. It must have been after midnight when I heard the car pull in. Heard Buster admit someone to a room a couple of doors down the line and then go back to his own. Then, silence. Then the quiet click of feminine footsteps approaching my door. Quickly, in the darkness, I lit a cigarette, held the glowing end away from my face.
Well, darling.
Yeah, about time.
And about time you got some sense, Chet. No, don't turn on the light. The others asleep. Their rooms are dark.
Uh-huh.
Listen, dear cousin, have you lost your mind? Shooting at that boat from over the ridge between the two coves. What were they? Police? Detectives? You should have known you couldn't have hit them that far away, Chet. Should have waited till they got on shore looking for me.
Well.
Did they fall for the rattlesnake bite we made on the old man?
Uh-huh.
Well, they'll never find the needle I used. It's at the bottom of the lake. And look, if the cops question you, I hope you had sense enough to remind them what Martha and Hank do for a living.
No chance.
And what about the will?
Would you be surprised?
What? Say that again, Sheriff. Say anything. You sound like somebody else.
Yeah, like Johnny Dollar. Let's have some light.
Dollar?
That's right, special investigator.
Oh, no. Let me out of here.
No, where do you think you're going?
No, let me go of me.
Come on now.
Yeah, all four of them had wanted to see old Mike dead. But Hank, the only honest working man of the lot, didn't have the brains. Martha wouldn't have used the means that tied in with her toxicology work, and probably didn't have the nerve. So Chet, who lived by his wits, and Lita, who was a real cheap, no-account... Well, the courts will take good care of them. And I still have to chuckle over poor old Mike's will. Being of sound mind, I have spent all my money. Which reminds me, expense account total, including transportation back to Hartford, $331.25. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the most complicated case in years comes up, but the simplest, most obvious solution. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Barney Phillips, Shirley Mitchell, Stacey Harris, Carlton Young, Forrest Lewis, Frank Nelson, and John Boehner. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, I've been trying to reach you for 2 days.
Who's that?
George Reed.
Oh, I took off a couple of days. George, what's on your mind?
A riddle.
Riddle?
Yeah, and a blonde photographer's model.
That's better.
How are you with riddles, Johnny?
Not as good as I am with... But go ahead, try it.
All right. A year ago, this model married Webster Preen.
Preen Hat Company?
Was Preen Hat Company. He sold it when he retired.
Go on.
Well, last week, Preen reported his wife had disappeared. And according to him, when she left home, she didn't bother taking any of her clothes or car or jewelry.
And she forgot to tell her friends she was leaving?
Right. Not even him.
You think Preen told the truth?
Johnny, that's the riddle.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, American Branch Office, 443 North 15th Street, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Mad Hatter matter. Expense account item 1, 85 cents, cab fare from my apartment at George Reed's office. He was seated behind his desk, his willy white nose buried in a copy of Playmate magazine.
He didn't look up until I was halfway across the room.
Huh? Oh, Johnny, come in.
Hiya, George. What you reading?
I was just taking a look at Bridget Randall. Oh, Mrs. Preen, I suppose I should call her.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Very nice.
She looks familiar to me?
Oh, George, you're flattering me.
No, really. She should.
Oh, why?
Well, up until she married Preen, she was a very popular model.
Figures.
Is that a pun? Anyhow, her picture was in everything from the police gazette to the Ladies' Home Journal.
And after she married him?
She retired.
Hey, this is a new magazine, George. This month's issue.
Well, the picture must have been taken before she was married.
Well, what do you know about Preen?
Not too much. He's over twice her age, and from all reports, has a lot of money.
I'd bet on it.
Their marriage caused quite a stir. You know, real winter and spring stuff. The newspapers played it up big.
Where were they married?
New York. She'd done some ad work for Preen's hat company. He liked her look.
And she liked his bankroll.
Cynical, aren't she?
Yeah.
Anyway, since then, they've been living at his place near Los Angeles. Here's the address.
All right, thanks.
I called Mr. Preen long distance day before yesterday. He knows you're coming out.
What about the police, George? You know who's handling their end of it?
According to Preen, it's a man named Steiner, detective lieutenant. I got the feeling Preen doesn't much care for Steiner.
George, how much life insurance does he carry on his life?
None.
None?
Nope. And if he does, it's not with us.
Then would you mind explaining why you sent for me?
Not at all. We're not interested in her life.
Obviously. That's a pretty callous attitude.
Let me finish. We're not interested in her life, but we are in her face.
And her what?
The fine print reads, from a point 2 inches below her chin to the hairline.
Come on, break it down, George.
Of course. Last year, a couple of months before she married Preen, she took out a special coverage policy in case something happened to her face that would finish her modeling career. You know, like a permanent scar, bad burn, anything like that.
Uh-huh.
She received quite a bit of publicity at the time, and it didn't exactly hurt us either.
When does this policy lapse?
Well, that's why I was so concerned, Johnny. When she married Preen, she announced that she had given up modeling for good. So we quite naturally thought she wouldn't renew the policy.
But she did?
Yes. And just 10 days before she disappeared.
How much did you people bet that she wouldn't ruin her face?
The amount she earned year before last. $25,000.
Expense account item 285 cents cab fare back to my apartment. On the way, I had the cabbie stop at a newsstand where I spent $50 of my hard-earned cash for a copy of Playmate magazine. Yeah, there was no doubt about it. Mrs. Webster Preen was the kind of woman any red-blooded American boy over 30 would be eager to locate. Item 3, $190 plane fare, Hartford to Los Angeles, then a cab to the Statler Hotel. I checked in, made arrangements to rent a car, then put in a call to police headquarters. Lieutenant Steiner was out, so I left word for him to call me. Had lunch, and then drove out to the San Fernando Valley. The Preen home was one of those Spanish stucco and adobe jobs. 2 stories, probably 30, 40 years old. It sat in the middle of some 2 acres of orange trees, with a plaster wall around all the property, separating it from the subdivision on one side and a main thoroughfare on the other. I walked up to the front door and rang the bell. In a moment, it was opened by a beautiful blonde. If she hadn't been wearing a nurse's uniform, I might have mistaken her for Bridget Preen.
Yes?
Afternoon. Is Mr. Preen in?
Do you have an appointment, Mr.
Dollar. Johnny Dollar. No, I don't have an appointment, but I'm sure he'll see me.
Really?
Yes, really. I'm investigating his wife's disappearance.
You're from the police?
No, insurance investigator.
I see. I'm sorry, Mr. Dollar, but Mr. Preen can't possibly see you.
You're sure of that, Miss?
Richard, and I am sure. Mr. Preen has suffered a severe shock. His doctor has strict orders that he's not to be disturbed unnecessarily.
And you feel qualified to say what is necessary and what isn't?
I've been with him nearly 5 years.
Well, answer me this, Miss Richards. Do you think Mr. Preen's health would improve if somebody happened to find his wife?
What? I mean, they haven't found her, have they?
You haven't answered my question.
You want my honest opinion, Mr. Dollar?
Helen, who is it? Who's out there with you?
Excuse me. No one important.
It's Johnny Dollar, Mr. Preen.
Now, just a minute.
Mr. Dollar, come in. Have him come to the orchard room, Helen.
Yes, sir. Well, I hope you enjoy sea baths, Mr. Dollar.
Sea bath? What do you mean?
Follow me. You'll find out.
A pretty girl, in spite of her abrupt nose. And there was a lot going on behind those clear blue eyes. She led me into the house, through a couple of large rooms, and up a winding staircase, and down the hall to a door at the end of it.
Miss Preen's waiting for you in there, Johnny.
Thanks. Hey, that doorknob's hot as... Oh, very funny.
I warned you. Here, like this.
Come in, Mr. Dollar, sir.
I'll see you later, Johnny.
Close the door. Close it. I don't want it to cool off in here.
Well, you look surprised. Well, I didn't expect to meet you in a hothouse, Mr. Plain.
I'm sorry if you're uncomfortable, but orchids must have plenty of heat and moisture. Now, for me, I love it. I didn't used to, but since I am at the age where a man is nothing but thick and dried parchment, you can take off your jacket if you like, Mr. Dollar.
Thanks.
Do you know anything about orchids?
Well, only that they're expensive.
Aren't all beautiful things? Sit down there. Any place is clean. You can talk while I do this. You know what I'm doing.
I haven't the least idea.
What the bees would normally do, that is, if these plants were in their native environment.
Pollination?
Yes, sir. Would you mind handing me those tweezers? Yes. Thank you.
Hey, how many plants do you have here?
More than 200, Mr. Dollar. 36 different varieties.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, yes. Lovely, delicate creatures. Mr. Dollar, do you think you'd be able to find this?
Well, I'm going to try.
I'd appreciate it. I have so very few things left these days. Did you notice the orange trees when you drove in?
Oh, yes.
When I bought this house, the land on both sides was nothing but orange grove. Beautiful orange trees. Green, growing things as far as the eye could see. And now it's a housing project.
Yes, well, Mr. Plain, I understand you aren't entirely satisfied with the efforts the police are making to find your wife.
And you understand correctly. Has it been nothing but asking the same asinine questions over and over again? Have you talked to them?
No, sir. I felt that I should see you first, get all the information you have.
I will cooperate with you all the way, Mr. Dollar.
All right. When exactly did you disappear?
Just 10 days ago. She'd come down from our place up at Lake Arrowhead, where she'd spent Saturday and Sunday.
Uh-huh.
We had planned on going up together that weekend, but I developed a cold.
Oh?
The evening she returned, I retired earlier than usual, and then when I awoke about 11:30 that night, she wasn't in her room. I called to her and searched the grounds, then waited up. But she never came home.
I see. Was anyone else in the building that evening?
No. We were alone. Rather, I was.
Any sign of a injury to her face, blood, anything like that?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember if she made any remarks earlier? Anything that had given you some indication as to whether she planned to go out?
She had no plans. She was tired from the drive home, had already put cream on her face and her hair up in curls. But...
Yes?
Well, she did say something about wanting to go back to Arrowhead the next day.
And you're positive she didn't that night?
Miss Dollar, my wife is a very beautiful woman and an extremely vain woman. She would never leave this house with her hair in such a state.
Oh?
And even if it were brushed, she wouldn't leave on an overnight trip without taking along a complete wardrobe.
All right. What do you think has happened to her?
I don't know what to think. If I did, I wouldn't have gone to the police.
A few minutes later, I left the lonely old man with his orchids and started toward the stairs. I was about halfway down when I suddenly felt as though I'd forgotten something. Only I was sure I hadn't. Still, something was wrong about this setup. I was trying to figure out what it was when Miss Richards called me.
Johnny,
Yeah.
I'm in here. Better put your jacket on. It's hot cold.
Yeah, well, you better let me worry about that, honey. Nurse.
Tell him, Johnny. I'm sorry I was so rude. But I thought you were just another detective who was going to upset Mr. Poon.
Well, now, what makes you think I didn't?
Because he didn't shout at you.
Does he usually shout at detectives?
He looked into Lieutenant Steiner yesterday morning.
Oh? You know why?
Well, the police have a crazy idea that Mrs. Poon's body could be buried somewhere on the grounds or upstairs in a hothouse bed.
Well, how do you know that?
We've been after him trying to get his permission to dig.
If they were really serious about it, they wouldn't need his permission. They'd get a warrant.
Johnny, you don't believe Mr. Poon killed his wife, do you?
At this moment, I have no reason to.
Well,
Everyone knows what a kind and gentle person he is.
What about Mrs. Crane, Helen? Well?
I hate her.
Why? You, care for him?
I don't like that.
No, it's,
He's a fine man, a gentleman. There aren't many left.
No, I guess not. He called Mrs. Crane extremely vain. Would you go along with that description?
It was made for her.
Suppose something had happened to her that night. Suppose, well, something that scarred or burned her face. What do you think she'd do?
If she lost her beauty, she'd kill herself.
Even if she threw away $25,000 by doing it?
I know about that policy, but even if it was doubled, she'd still do it.
Why? Because she wouldn't have the nerve to face her friends?
Friends. Bridget Queen never had any friends. But that isn't what happened to her.
What did?
I don't know, but I'm sure she's dead.
Why? Why, Helen?
Johnny, please.
Tell me. Now, come on. I know you have a good reason for saying that. Now, let's have it.
All right. Come over here. I put them away in this drawer. See?
Well, what are they?
Caps.
What?
Plastic dental caps. Actresses, models wear them over their teeth to give a perfect appearance. Bridget wouldn't leave a bedroom without them.
Where did you get them?
I found them on the floor of the garage 2 days after she disappeared.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment. Democracy. What does it mean to the farmer? How can democracy benefit the farmer better than any other form of government? These are easy questions to answer because the facts are there. Only in a democracy can the farmer get the most aid from his government, own his own land, produce, and equipment, and still earn a standard of living that is comparable to workers in the manufacturing industry. That's because the people in a democracy tell their elected representatives they want it that way. Government subsidy, free enterprise, open markets, and the will to work and better himself enables the farmer in a democracy, such as the United States of America, to produce one of the world's finest diets. Scientific agricultural advancement and democratic government are the reasons why this can happen. This is a part of democracy. But whether it functions in agriculture or some other form of endeavor, democracy gives mankind its finest legacy of freedom. Now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Mad Hatter Matter.
Helen, Mr. Crane's nurse gave me the set of dental caps that Bridget Crane had used to beautify her teeth. And after telling her not to mention them to anyone, I drove back to my hotel in Los Angeles. Along the way, I racked my brain about whatever it was, something that had bothered me at Crane's home. Then as I passed the newsstand in the hotel lobby, it hit me hard. I had been in almost every downstairs room of Crane's house, and not once had I seen a single picture of the beautiful and vain Bridget. In my room, I was about to call Crane and ask him why when somebody began pounding on my door.
Well, Dollar, we seem to have had a hard time making connections, didn't we? I'm Steiner.
Oh, how are you, Lieutenant?
Fine, just fine. And I think I've got our little case all sewed up.
That's all?
Yep. Well, you mind if I rest?
No, go right ahead.
Thank you. Steve, we've been checking back on Miss Crane's activities for the past few weeks.
Uh-huh.
Been making quite a few weekend trips, ain't she?
I wouldn't know.
We figure she found herself a new man, a young man, and took off for parts unknown.
What about her clothes? Why didn't you take them?
She didn't want to take what old Crane had given her. She was too proud.
A little too proud to be true. She had enough things paid for out of her own money to last a good many years.
Oh, now, Dollar, you guys let your imagination run away with you. Now, you look at this realistic. Here's a girl in her 20s married to a man who's content to sit home and wait for the golden chariot. And maybe she's content to sit there with him at first, but it ain't normal she should for long.
Yeah? You locate anyone who's seen her out with another man?
Nope. Tried to. That's the thing that's still stuck in my craw.
Well, I don't think you will.
Why not?
Because she was smart, a smart woman. If she had a boyfriend, and I'm not disagreeing with you on that score, she was very discreet about it.
Mr. Dollar, I'm not sure you were aware of it, but each time you mentioned Mrs. Crane, you referred to her in the past tense. Why?
Oh, no, Don't tell me I fell for the oldest trick in the business.
Come on, Dollar. Stop playing games and answer me.
Oh, you should talk about playing games, Connie.
Sorry, but I wanted to throw you off guard.
Oh, you did, Carl. You did.
What did you learn bird-dogging around today, Dollar?
Nothing, Connie. Nothing.
Look,
really.
you either let me have all the information you've received today, or tonight you'll be on your way back to Hartford. Now, which is it?
Okay. Preen's nurse, Miss Richards, found these on the floor of the garage 2 days after Mrs. Preen disappeared. You know what they are, I suppose. They don't have to be Mrs. Preen.
Yeah, take a look at this chart, Dollar. We got it from a dentist last week. Now, look at the cap.
Okay. What are you going to do?
What do you think? Arrest Webster Preen for the murder of his wife.
I told Snyder he could never get an indictment. The two caps definitely belonged to Bridget, but they were found in her own garage. She could have dropped them any time during that evening she came home from Arrowhead. And I reminded him of Preen's position in the community, his money and how well he was liked everywhere, hoping I could still stall him long enough for me to try something that had been in the back of my mind since I left Hartford. I opened a copy of Playmate magazine to Bridget's picture. Then I placed a long-distance phone call to New York City.
We're ready with your call to Mr. Howard, Mr. Dollar.
Okay, thank you, operator.
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Howard. This is Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator.
Yes, Dollar?
A client of ours has her picture in the current issue of your Playmate magazine.
Oh, yes. Lovely girl.
Mr. Howard, her name is Bridget Preen.
Bridget Preen?
Or Randall. Bridget Randall.
Oh, yes, I know her very well. Well, where is she?
We aren't sure yet. Mr. Howard, I've got to know when that picture was made and the address of the photographer who shot it. Have you got that?
Yes. You just hold on. Now, I remember now. I was surprised that you figured after all that talk about retirement.
Yeah.
Yes, here it is. Photographer's a new one as far as we're concerned.
What's his name?
Tracy. Russell Tracy.
Address?
Box 17. Got it?
Box 17.
Lake Arrowhead, California.
What?
Lake Arrowhead. You ought to know where that is.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. It took me a little less than 2 hours to drive up to Lake Arrowhead. When I reached the village, I stopped in at the post office.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm looking for an old friend of mine. He's got a place up here somewhere.
And what's his name?
Tracy. Russell Tracy.
Oh, yeah, sure. A nice little cabin on the lake, about a half a mile down toward the left. You just follow the road.
Okay, thanks.
Now, the cabin just before you get to Russell's has a big mailbox out in front with the name Preen on it. Got it?
Preen? Yeah, I sure have. I was there in 5 minutes. It was small, 2 rooms at the most. The dog came from the direction of Preen's cabin to bark at me, then went back into the woods again. Russell Tracy?
Yeah.
Who are you? Name's Dollar, insurance investigator. May I come in?
Yeah. Come on in.
Thanks.
Oh, Mr. Dollar, what's this all about?
Bridget Preen.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not...
That's a very good picture of her in Playmate. You tell her you sold it?
Yes, I did.
When? The day you decided to submit it? Or after it was sold and too late to stop publication? Or not until some other photographer started calling her home to see if she'd come out of retirement?
Now, look, Mr. Dollar, I haven't done anything wrong.
I didn't say you had.
I mean it, Dollar. All I did was take some pictures of her. I didn't have any reason to kill her.
Who said she was dead?
All right, Dollar, sit down. I'll give you the whole story, at least all I know of it.
Go ahead.
Bridget liked Madeline. She liked it better than anything else, I guess. And when she found out I was a photographer, well, she was over here most of the time.
What about the day she disappeared?
I'm getting to it. I'd needed some money a few weeks before that. I needed it bad. I had a run-in with the law in Texas a couple of years back. I haven't been able to hold on to a good job since.
Go on.
Well, I had this one shot of her, and I knew it was right, so I sent it in without her knowing about it.
When did she find out?
Well, like you said, photographers called her house. Her husband answered one of them.
You ever meet her husband?
Yeah. Well, a couple of times when he was up here.
He knew you were a photographer?
He's been trying hard to get back at me for taking that shot of his wife.
How do you mean?
There's a dry well out in the back, about 20 yards from the fence line. After he killed Bridget. Yeah. Yeah, because the next morning I was out with my dog and we found her face down in a well. I guess he figured the sheriff would find her before I didn't figure I did it.
How do I know you didn't?
If I had, I wouldn't have dropped her in my own well, would I? Besides, why?
All right, she's still there.
No, I took her out the same morning. And it's a good thing I did, too. The sheriff and some detectives from L.A. was up there nosing around the next day.
Why would Crane want to kill her, Tracy?
Now, don't ask why, but Bridget was in love with him. Tonight she went back to L.A. She was going to tell him. I guess that, on top of the picture, was just too much for him to take. Dolly, you believe me.
Why didn't you report this to the sheriff?
I've got a record, Dollar, and Crean's got more money than he knows what to do with. Besides, there's no proof of what I've just said. It'll be his word against mine, and well, you know who would come out on top.
Take a buddy home.
I'll take it if you want.
Yeah, bring your camera.
A camera?
And plenty of film. Don't ask me why I trusted him. I couldn't answer him. Except, like he said, he didn't have any reason for cutting Bridget. He led me deep into the woods, into a clearing. And there, well, he'd done his best to make her comfortable. So he removed the rocks, and Bridget she was very dead. Expense account item 4, $5.20. Assorted phone calls, Arrowhead Springs to Los Angeles. After completing the calls, they returned to Tracy's cabin and picked him up. An hour and a half later, we were on the outskirts of L.A. Expense account item 5, another phone call. Miss Helen Richards is the...
I've been hoping you'd call.
Is Mr. Payne
Yes, right now he's up at his office.
Have you seen Steiner?
Oh, yes, he was here this afternoon. He took Mr. Payne away with him. But in about an hour, Mr. Payne...
Now, look, Helen, you stay there, but keep out of his way. You understand?
Johnny, really, you're talking like he's a criminal.
Helen, do just as I say. I'll be there as soon as I can. After seeing that Russell Tracy was facing the custody of Steiner, I took the freeway out to the San Fernando Valley. It was a little after 9:30 when I pulled into the Plain driveway. The porch lights were on, and Helen opened the door.
Johnny, you look awful. You had dinner?
No, nothing.
Well, let me fix you something.
No, please,
What's the matter, Andrew?
nothing important. Where's Mr. Payne?
Well, he's supposed upstairs with his horses.
Would you mind if I went
Of
out?
course not, Johnny. You go ahead. When your dinner's ready, I'll call you.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Careful of the doorknob.
Yeah, I remember.
I didn't expect to see you back so soon.
Hello, Mr. Payne.
You didn't get again, I see. You'd better take off your jacket, Mr. Dollar.
Afraid I'm not going to stay long enough to bother.
Well, now, that's too bad. Beauty such as this isn't often seen, Mr. Dollar.
I disagree with you, sir.
What?
I think I have something here that's every bit as beautiful as any flower in this hothouse.
Well, now, you have aroused my sporting instinct, son, and also my curiosity. What have you...
There.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
She was beautiful, wasn't she, Mr. Payne? Here, she's very beautiful. But here, look at this picture. Taken just a couple of hours ago. Yeah, what about this one? What about it, Mr. Payne? What do you think of your handiwork? Proud of what you've done, Mr. Payne?
No. No, please. No more, please.
Why did you do it?
I had to. I had to. Evening to evening. Like everybody else had done. Everything does. She was going, and I couldn't let her. I couldn't let her go.
The hunter and right, after he killed Bridget, screened and not been able to face from any photographs that there were about the house. Or any pictures of Bridget, as you learned. One photograph had caused her death. The others we took later put Bridget's husband away for the few remaining years of his life. Expense account total, including car rental, hotel, incidentals, and transportation back to Hartford, $870.40. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a fishing trip that could be very pleasant. Except that one of the fishermen is dead. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Lud Barlow, Johnny. I'm on a spot.
What's the matter?
The Templeton house in Boston was knocked over sometime during the night. We have a $100,000 loss on our hands. Can you go over there right away?
Well, I'll see what the plane situation is, Lud. And
Never mind the plane situation. Just pack up and get out to the airport. I'll meet you at Hangar 12.
What?
I'm chartering a plane for you.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Mideastern Indemnity Corporation, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Templeton matter. Expense account item 1, $5 even, cab fare from my apartment to Hangar 12 at the airport. A twin-engine Bonanza had been rolled out and a fueling truck was pulled up alongside. A man in a sheepskin seemed to be supervising things. The man who seemed to be supervising him was Lud Barlow. When he saw me, he waved his briefcase.
Hey, Johnny.
Hi.
Are you all set?
Well, I'm here. That's what you mean, Lud.
That all your luggage?
Yeah, this is it.
This is Tommy Clark, Johnny, your pilot. How are you?
Hi, Tom.
I'll stow this gear for you.
Oh, thanks.
The faster we move on this, the better off we are. You know that.
I know.
This is the blanket policy. This is the itemized list. This is the itemized list broken down. You'll have to check the itemized against the sales. Your authorization procedure. And a description of stock records, including shipments received by Templeton House up to and including the first day of last week. Okay?
Swell. Now maybe you'll tell me what this is all about.
And when you get there... What?
What it's all about. Let's start with Templeton House, huh?
Biggest jewelry firm in Boston.
You said they were robbed last night.
Burglarized, broken into somewhere between 5 and 7 o'clock in the morning.
All set, Mr. Dollar.
What'd they get away with?
Well, that's for you to find out, Johnny. We carry a blanket policy on all their stock. Anything in the store in the way of merchandise is covered.
On the phone, you said something about $100,000.
It may be $200,000, Johnny.
I take it you talked to somebody in Boston.
Yeah.
Did you talk to the police?
Yes, for a minute. I told them I was sending a man. They're expecting you.
Give you a hand, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
Okay?
Yeah. Thanks. Who's in charge, lad?
Lieutenant Roebuck.
Roebuck?
Yeah.
Get your seatbelt, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, sure.
You'll want to see those contents records. You be sure and tell them they're up to date.
Who's the man with the company?
What?
The man at the company.
Templeton.
Stand clear, Mr. Barlow.
Remember, Johnny, a client can face a thing like this a lot better if a man from the insurance company standing by.
I'll try to remember that.
Good luck and keep you informed.
By the time we arrived at the Boston airport, I'd read over the policy and had a fair idea of the coverage involved. Expense account item 2, $10, more cab fare. I dropped my bags off at the Independence Hotel and had the driver take me over to Templeton House. 2 police cars were parked in front of the building, and 2 uniformed police officers were parked in the doorway.
I'm sorry, mister. The store's not open today.
Well, I'm from the insurance company.
Oh. Lieutenant Roebuck's in the back. Go ahead.
At the back of the store, a white-coated intern and an ambulance attendant were working over a blanket-wrapped figure laid out on the stretcher. One of them was operating a plasma tube. The other was checking the pulse. A group of men, some in uniform, were watching closely. The tall, thin one seemed to be in charge of things. Roebuck?
Yeah.
Johnny Dollar, Mid-Eastern Indemnity.
That didn't take you long. It's Sergeant Younger, Sergeant Toohey. This is Mr. Dollar from the insurance company.
Hi, man. What's this?
Oh, this man was a special patrolman working in the area. He must have walked right into the middle of it and got himself shot. They've been giving him transfusions ever since they found him.
Uh-huh. Said anything yet?
He hasn't been conscious. Doc, how about it?
We can't do any more here, Lieutenant. We'll have to risk a trip to the hospital and try to operate. Okay, boys, load up.
Doc, this is Mr. Dollar, insurance company.
How are you, Doctor?
Okay.
Doc, we're going to want to talk to him the minute he comes around.
I'm not going to promise you anything, Lieutenant. Well, see ya.
All right. Now, Mr. Dollar, you didn't waste much time.
I brought a contents list that might help you, Lieutenant.
Good. The best help we're going to get is from that patrolman. Come on, I'll show you around. This is where they got in.
Jimmy, huh?
Yeah, most likely. There's marks there on the door jamb. But near as we can tell right now, they only took important stuff. Easy to move.
Easy to break down and unload, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see where they snipped the alarms, grounded the wires.
Mm-hmm. Showcases aren't touched.
No, they went straight for the safe, Dollar. Well, we really got something on our hands, huh? You don't just break into a store and open one of these things very easy.
Someone did. The neighborhood was canvassed for possible witnesses. I spent the rest of the morning with Dorian Templeton, the owner of the company. By noon, we had taken an inventory of the missing stock and drawn up a tentative list.
As far as I know, that about does it, Mr. Dollar. Now, what's the next step?
I'll check this against the merchandise received reports, Mr. Templeton. It'll take a while. As soon as I have that finished, you can check it over again and file a formal claim.
And then?
The company will reimburse you in cash.
Well, what are the chances for recovery in a case like this?
Well, I could quote the actuaries, Mr. Templeton, but I won't.
Why not?
Whoever broke in here last night knew what they were about. They opened your vault the way you'd open your front door. They took what they wanted and got out very quickly. No alarm, no witnesses. The chances are they planned the rest of it just as well. They've probably scattered. The police aren't sure how many men were involved. They know it was at least 2 men, possibly 3.
How do they arrive at that?
1 man working on the safe, another man looking out, possibly 2. The point is, the more men who are involved, the harder it'll be for them to take the jewelry, break it down, sell it, and stay out of sight.
They're going to get away with it?
I didn't say that.
Well, nothing seems to have gone wrong with their plans so far.
One thing went wrong. That special patrolman surprised them. True, he didn't have time to draw his gun or sound the alarm, but they had to shoot him. And if something hadn't gone wrong, they'd have been satisfied to knock him on the head.
Yes. Well, what happens now?
Well, that's up to the police. I can tell you their investigation will take some time. Burglary is the toughest kind of thing to work on.
Why?
No witnesses.
I never thought of that.
Dollar, you all cleaned up?
Well, we got a tentative list. As soon as I check it, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Mr. Templeton, I'd like to have you come with me now.
Now?
Yes, we'll want your statement, sir, and there's quite a bit of work to do with the employee.
All right.
Dollar, as soon as you get the list up, give me a ring, will you?
Yeah, okay. Any news about the policeman?
Yeah. It's a murder case now.
Expense account item 3, $25, stenographic fees. The public stenographer at the hotel helped me make a comprehensive list of the stolen items, which was verified by Templeton. The amount of loss was set at $100,000. By late afternoon, clerks, stenographers, accountants, designers, salespeople, stonecutters, all in Templeton's employ had made statements to Lieutenant Roebuck. The statements were in the process of being checked. A general roundup of known safecrackers and burglary suspects had begun. Expense account item 4, $3.75 dinner. Lieutenant Roebuck and myself.
Well, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah. Any luck on the employees?
Oh, it's hard to say yet. One of them has a record.
Hmm?
Yeah, a fellow named Tabor. One of the janitors there. He's a two-time loser. I had him tucked away in a cell until we clear some of this other stuff away.
Has he said anything?
Oh, he denies all knowledge. As far as time incident goes, he was home sleeping when all this happened, but that doesn't rule him out of somehow getting that safe combination and passing it on to a friend.
Yeah.
Man with a record's apt to have that kind of friends who'd be interested in just that kind of thing.
Hey, how much do you want me around?
You're a free agent, Dollar. If you have any ideas, I'll listen. It's a tough baby, any way you look at it.
Let me talk to Tabor. There might be a shortcut.
Why not?
Well?
John Tabor?
That's right. Who are you?
Johnny Dollar. I'd like to talk to you a minute.
Okay, talk.
You might be in a lot of trouble, Tabor. That'd be too bad. They tell me you're a two-time loser.
If you don't believe what they tell you, you just go look it up for yourself. It's right down there in the books.
How did you get that job at Templeton's?
I asked for it.
They know about your record?
No.
You keep it from them?
I didn't broadcast it, would you?
No.
Okay, what other dumb questions have you got?
Do you have any ideas about this?
I've got a lot of ideas.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
Need anything?
What?
Cigarettes, anything?
I'm all set.
Okay. My company faces a big loss in this case. We'd like to avoid that loss. There's a standard offer I'm authorized to make in some instances. I'm going to make it to you. If you have any knowledge of this crime and can furnish any information that will lead to the arrest of the persons involved and recovery of the merchandise, my company will guarantee you the best possible legal assistance in the event that information should incriminate you.
That's pretty generous.
Well, I have to say it to you. You can use your own judgment. Hey, guys. It's a pretty good offer when you think about it, Tabor. You have a record. The police can't pass you up without a lot of scrutiny. You know that.
That record makes me a real hot one. I swiped a couple of cars, and now they think I might have opened that vault.
No, they don't think that. But they have to find out if you might have contact with somebody who did open it.
I don't know anything about it.
In that case, you'll be released.
Oh, sure. Sure, I'll be released when every cop in town had a go at me twice. I'll be released when the guys who did the job walk into the station and say we didn't mean it, we want to give it back. They've always got to have somebody to throw to the newspapers.
Maybe.
You know it and I know it. Nothing better than to throw some old ex-con in a can and hold him for questioning.
Well, Dollar, you go for it?
No.
Any more ideas?
Turn him loose, Lieutenant. See whom he talks to and whom he meets. John Tabor was released without bail, and a 24-hour watch was put on his residence. By 10 o'clock the next morning, the police had located 3 witnesses to the shots that had killed the special patrolman. However, none of them had seen the burglars or the car that was used. The district attorney's office issued an order impounding the financial records of Templeton House. A complete audit revealed that its affairs were in excellent shape. It also revealed that Templeton himself was the only man in the jewelry firm who had the combination to the vaults. His statements emphatically denied giving the combination to anyone. As far as the police were able to determine, he was telling the truth. The search for all known safecrackers extended into New York and Philadelphia and Chicago. On the morning of the 3rd day, a claims adjuster arrived from Hartford with a check for $100,000, full payment on the claim. 2 hours later, we had the first break on the case.
Hey! Dollar, hey!
What? Oh, hello, Lieutenant.
Come on, get in.
What's up?
Well, the Harbor Division found a body down by the docks early this morning, all weighted down with 38 slugs. They were fired from the same gun that killed that special patrolman.
They match, huh?
Like the dimples on your knee.
Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment.
It is a rare event when a young man decides to leave civilization behind and hide himself away in the steaming jungle, just so he can help his fellow humans in a remote corner of the world. The late Dr. Tom Dooley did just that when he left the United States to help the sick and starving jungle people in the little kingdom of Laos in Southeast Asia. Dr. Dooley's story is well known to nearly everyone. And all over the world, people talk of his little jungle hospital on stilts. That's where he treated the dread diseases of the jungle and trained native medical technicians so that they might help their own people. Dr. Dooley wrote and lectured to many people so that the work of his medical assistance program, Medico, might go on. It was not easy for someone so young and so talented to give up the bright lights of the city and plant himself down in an unknown jungle just for the purpose of helping unfortunate people he didn't even know. But through Medico, Dr. Tom Dooley wanted to help people. He wanted to help people to help themselves. Today, the work of Medico is going forward in a number of countries besides Laos. Young men are being sent to the United States to be schooled in medicine with the idea of returning to their own countries to help their own people. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of medical supplies have been donated by American businessmen and pharmaceutical companies. Today, Dr. Tom Dooley's work is being continued for him. It is helping to create better understanding. It is an injection of the spirit of freedom. The right of all men everywhere.
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar and the Templeton Matter.
I spent the rest of the day with Lieutenant Roebuck at the morgue. The body that had been found in the harbor was a man about 35 to 40 years old, slim build, dark hair. The labels had been cut out of his clothes and the laundry marks torn off. His fingerprints didn't check with anything in the local files. Roebuck put them on the wire to Washington and requested an urgent identification. Johnny Dollar.
Blood Barlow, Johnny. What's this in the paper?
Well, the special patrolman and the unidentified man were killed by the same gun. As soon as we get an identification, we can go to work.
Well, how about that ex-con that turned up working at Templeton's?
Tabor? Well, we're still watching him. He might have been the case man. So far, it's just an idea.
I'd like a recovery on this one, Johnny.
So would I.
What do you think is possible?
Well, 2 days ago, I would have said no. Today, things look better. For one thing, none of the merchandise has shown up on the market. For another thing, there has to be some kind of connection with this unidentified man.
I just read your report on Templeton himself. He's out of the question as a suspect?
So far, yeah.
He's the only one who had the combination to the safe.
There's no apparent motive for him to rob himself.
But he's the only one
Don't
who
start yelling at me, lad. I know what you're thinking. Find a motive. Well, give us time, boy. Give us time on everything. Lad?
Oh, I guess I hate to pay off big claims.
You may get it back. Keep your pants on. Expense account item 5, $50 deposit for rented car. That afternoon, I drove from Boston to Creeksdale, the home of the Grantland Safe Company, where I met a man who looked as formidable as the product he manufactured.
I'm Grantland, sir.
I found him standing inside a shiny new vault, ready for shipment.
Beautiful thing, eh? On its way to South America tonight.
Well, I never thought of a safe exactly that way, Mr. Grant.
Ah, beauty, strength. Think for a moment, sir, the treasures it will someday hold. But I bore you, sir, with my enthusiasm. Now then, you say you are here on a matter of vaults.
One vault, Mr. Grantland.
No.
The one your company sold and installed at the Templeton House in Boston 17 years ago.
Yes.
Have you read about the burglary?
No, sir, I have not. Templeton House?
Yes. The vault was opened.
Blasted?
Opened. Someone had a combination.
I'm bewildered, sir. Indeed I am. You'll want a thorough accounting from my organization, of course.
Well, that's up to the police, Mr. Grantland. Right now, for my own information, I wonder if you could tell me who might have the combination to that vault.
Well, in answer to your question, I would first have to inspect our records.
Well, I brought the serial numbers.
Oh, well, let me see. That's as good as... the K series. Mr. Keating set the final combination.
Mr. Keating?
Yes, my chief engineer for years.
And who else?
Myself, sir. I'd have a record of the combination in my own file.
And who are those available to?
Myself, sir. I keep them in my own vault.
I see. Anyone else?
No one here. The people in proper authority at Templeton's.
I'd like to meet Mr. Keating if I could.
Impossible, Mr. Dollar.
Why?
Mr. Keating has been dead these 6 years.
I drove back to Boston, phoned Roebuck, and told him about my interview with Grantland. He said he'd already started looking into Grantland's background and expected to have a report within 36 hours. I was a little surprised when Dorian Templeton called half an hour later and asked me to have lunch with him.
Would you like a drink?
No, not now, guys, no.
I didn't know whether to call you or the police, Mr. Dollar. I finally decided on you.
Uh-huh. What's the matter?
Well, it's one of those strange things. I'm not a particularly observant man, and I don't know why I observed this.
Go on.
However, last night, Mrs. Templeton and I went to a dinner dance at the country club. We thought with all this business, a little relaxation should do me some good.
Yeah, sure.
There was a young girl at the table next to ours, a very pretty girl whom I've never seen before. I happened to notice her handbag, jeweled affair, quite expensive. One of our items.
Yeah?
It didn't occur to me until we were leaving that it had been sampled stock, not for sale.
What do you mean?
It was stolen, Mr. Dollar.
Why not the police, Mr. Templeton?
I was going to call them first thing this morning and report it. And then I got a package in the mail. It was the handbag, intact. Crazy?
You said it. Did you happen to get the name of the girl?
I asked the maitre d'. He said her name was Helen Tabor.
That's not so crazy. Expense account item 6, 10 cents, one phone call. To Lieutenant Roebuck to see if John Tabor was still being watched. Roebuck said that 2 men were on duty watching his house at all times. I saw them when I drove up an hour later. They were parked across the street.
Yes?
Miss Tabor?
Yes, who are you?
Johnny Dollar, is your father in?
He's sleeping right now. May I help you?
I don't know. Didn't I see you at the country club last night?
Why, yes, were you there?
Couldn't keep my eyes off of you. Or your handbag.
Oh.
I'll talk to him, honey.
Dad, is anything wrong?
Nothing I can't handle. Go ahead, fix up a pot of coffee.
All right, Dad.
Nice girl, Tabor.
Yeah.
Templeton was at the country club last night. He saw her. You can talk to me or you can talk to the police.
I don't have to talk to anybody.
The way it looks is that you cased the job. You might even have killed the special patrolman. He was shot close range. Could have been somebody new and trusted. You've got your share of things. That handbag was part of it. A little part of it.
The way it looks, huh?
And that's about it. Of course, I don't understand why you sent the handbag back, but then you've probably got a good story for that.
Oh, I've got a good story. Nobody will believe it, but I've got a good one. It starts off by me saying I didn't help in that heist. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't case the place for anybody. I didn't even know it was coming off.
Let's get to the handbag, huh?
I took that 2 days ago. I borrowed it. I've been borrowing stuff right along whenever my kid needed anything. I always come back in good shape. I told her they let me do it. She don't know anything.
Borrowed, huh? That's kind of a strange philosophy.
I don't even know how to spell the word. I do know my kid's got a life ahead of her. I got to give her every chance to look good, act good, use her brains, meet the right people. Not just because the right people have money, but because they know more right people. It takes a little extra to let her do things like that.
You let her use the handbag because she had a date to go to a dance.
You guys are all the same. I didn't expect you to believe it.
Oh, relax. Maybe I do believe you.
What?
It sounds nutty enough to be the truth.
It is the truth.
All right.
You taking me in?
I'm going to tell Roebuck about this. He'll probably want to talk to you. He can check it better than I can. No, I haven't any authority to take you in. I wouldn't take you in anyhow. I'm interested in guys who walk into vaults. See you around.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
I never thought I'd see the day when I try to help a cop or anybody like a cop. Maybe this is the day. I saw the paper last night.
Oh?
The picture of that guy they found floating in the harbor. They tagged him yet?
He's a John Doe until we hear from Washington.
His name's Kiley. Billy Kiley.
How do you know?
I used to know him a long time ago.
Billy Kiley?
Yeah, from Philadelphia.
Thanks. A check with the Philadelphia police and a comparison of fingerprints identified the man as William H. Kiley. His Boston address was on Parker Street. I drove out there with Lieutenant Roebuck. It was an ordinary, undistinguished apartment house. No one answered at apartment 12A, so we let ourselves in. The room had nothing to offer in the way of evidence.
Well, did you find anything?
No.
Well, I'll have some men come out here and give it a good going over. Well, maybe the manager or the tenants left something that'll help us. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Now, be careful, darling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tim?
Yeah, this is Tim.
Any trouble there?
A little.
Say that again.
A little.
I don't know who you are, but I know you're not Tim.
Well, it sounds like we're getting something. Here, let me have the phone. I'll see if I can trace him.
Don't bother. I know where we can find him.
What?
I'd recognize his voice anywhere. It was dark by the time we got to the Grantland Safe Company factory in Creekstale. There was a single work light spreading a sickly yellow glow over the main floor loading platform. We were expected. It went off somewhere in the darkness of the building.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, let's try for that stair rating.
Right.
You see the flashes?
There.
All right. We'll have to try and make it.
Mr. Dollar?
He thinks you're alone. Answer him.
Yeah?
What are you doing here?
Looking for $100,000 worth of jewelry and the answer to a couple of murders. Funny?
You're very foolhardy, but you're courageous. A man of your perception could do well with a part of that money.
No, thanks. I'll take it all.
You will take nothing, sir.
Keep him talking. I'll try to get under the stairs.
Are you alone?
For a little while. But I've got people coming, though.
Oh, people, eh? Mr. Dollar?
Still alive and kicking, Mr. Grantland. You can't shoot around corners.
No. But then I don't have to shoot around the corner. Very good shooting, sir.
Grantland, I want a statement.
No statement. No statement.
He was dead before the ambulance arrived, and there was no statement. There was never a statement. As nearly as it could be pieced together, Grantland himself opened the vaults at Templeton House. William Kiley and possibly a man named Tim helped him. Kiley, of course, was killed for his efforts. Tim never appeared, was never identified. My hotel bill ran up to $168. That's item 7. Item 8, $35. Car rental. I got $50 deposit back. Item 9, $32.50. Airfare and incidentals back to Hartford. Expense account total, $413.28. Remarks? Put that against the $100,000 the insurance company didn't have to pay off. $20.
This is Barlow. I just talked to Roebuck in Boston. There's not one scrap of that jewelry anywhere in that whole safe factory. Not one piece.
I know.
What?
Just about now, there's a safe at the port of New York being shipped to South America. It's a Grantland safe. And if you hurry over there, you can...
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
I get scared, I get crazy.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar,
Where have you been for the past 20 minutes?
in the shower.
For 20 minutes?
Okay, so I'm a shiny dollar.
So you... Oh,
Who's that?
Max Green of Assured Equity.
Oh, hi, Max. What's on your mind?
4 and 7 years ago...
Our father's brought forth, but that doesn't answer my question.
Johnny, you ever hear of the Meeks?
New England family, stood away in the Mayflower, speak only to their money.
That's the Meeks.
What about them?
No, not about them. It's about Mariah Meek and Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. She's lost her copy of it.
Well, it shouldn't be hard to find her another one.
That's where you're wrong, Johnny.
Huh?
It would be very hard. It might cost us $100,000.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Assured Equity and Trust Company, 325 Scott Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Meek Memorial matter. Expense account item 1, $1.90, cab from my apartment to Max Green's office. He was standing in a haze of cigar smoke, ashes on his vest, and a worried look on his face.
Oh, good morning, Johnny. So you want a cigar?
Oh, no.
Then sit up, sir. Excuse me. Listen, Johnny, what do you know about that speech that Lincoln made at Gettysburg?
Well, I had to memorize it in school like every other kid.
All right. You know how many words are in it?
Maybe a couple of hundred. Why?
Wait a minute. It's in this book. Here. Page 143. Speech is printed here exactly as Mr. Lincoln released it to the newspapers after the Gettysburg Address. You find it?
Yeah, but now what do you...
Okay. Total number of words, 268.
Oh.
But the first two drafts of that speech, including the one he read that day, contained only 266 words.
So he padded his part.
That's right. 2 more words.
Mm-hmm. How come?
Oh, according to the historians, Lincoln ad-libbed the 2 additional words at the time he read it. Later on, when he made 3 new copies of the speech, he included those 2 words. You with me so far?
Keep going, Max.
All right. Right down at the end of it, just before of the people, by the people, where he said that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, the words under God do not appear in the first 2 drafts he wrote.
Yeah. Well, this is all very interesting, Max, but I still don't see what it is or what it has to do with me.
Well, Mariah Meek's copy has disappeared.
Oh?
And, Johnny, that copy happens to contain just 266 words.
You mean she owns one of the first 2 original drafts?
Handwritten by Mr. Lincoln himself while he was on the train riding to Gettysburg.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is, of course, why we insured it for the full amount it cost us, which is $100,000 even.
Of course, you made sure it was authentic before you issued it.
Oh, naturally.
Well, who'd she buy it from?
An antique dealer down in Richmond, Virginia, a fellow named Jason Penrod.
Uh-huh. Well, where's she been keeping it?
Under glass. In the Meek Memorial.
What's that?
Well, she collects Americana, so she had a museum built to keep it in, and she calls it the Meek Memorial.
Follows?
Follows. Also follows the most expensive item in the collection, the Gettysburg Address, would be the one to disappear.
Oh, you're just an old pessimist, Max. You think somebody lifted it?
What do you think? It walked out by itself?
Okay. So what are you going to do about it?
Well, we're going to run newspaper ads. We're going to offer a $10,000 reward for information leading to its return. If anyone answers it, you let me know where you'll be, and I'll refer them to you.
Good. When was it taken?
The night before last.
Is there any kind of market for something that rare?
Hard to say, Johnny. A hot camera would be easier to peddle, sure. But a good many wealthy people, like Mrs. Meek, they make a hobby of collecting things, antiques, objects of art, etchings.
But whoever took this or buys it from a thief couldn't just let everybody see it.
It wouldn't matter to some people. They take it and put it in a vault and keep it there.
Then what's the point in having it around?
Pride of possession. You got something no other collector could own.
And of course it might not have really disappeared at all.
You're thinking of fraud?
$100,000 is a lot of cash. Expense account item 2, $1.90, cab fare back to my apartment. I wasn't particularly intrigued by this assignment. Rare documents, like anything else antique, have always seemed to be just one step from decay. And that sometimes goes for the people who collect such things. Item 3, $16.10, transportation, including a round-trip ticket, Hartford to New Bedford, and a cab fare to the Waiters Hotel. There was a convention in town, so I was lucky to get a room. After checking in, I called the Meek residence. Mrs. Meek was expecting me and said she'd have her car pick me up. I had just put down the phone when someone knocked on the door.
You in there?
Depends on what you're looking for.
Oh, looking for Mrs. Jerry.
Jerry, did you say? Nobody by that name here.
Oh, yeah. I see. I guess I got the wrong room.
Yeah, well, why don't you ask down at the desk?
Huh? Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Huh. Funny. What is it? I cracked the door open again. Watched him walk to the stairs. Then I took the elevator down the 8 flights to the lobby. Half an hour later, I was in the back seat of the Meek limousine heading toward the home out on Buzzard's Bay. It was a big, sprawling frame building facing on the beach. About 50 yards behind it, closer to the road, was the Meek Memorial Museum. I was starting up the front steps when the door opened.
Mr. Dollar?
That's right.
I'm Paul Meek. I understand you have an appointment with my grandmother.
Right again.
Now, come in, please. She's waiting for you upstairs in the sitting room.
Okay, thanks.
Before you go up, I wonder if I could have a few words with you.
Why not?
Hey, in here, then. You've never met my grandmother, have you?
No, I haven't had that pleasure.
Some people consider it a dubious one, Mr. Dollar.
Oh?
Mr. Dollar, this is my wife, Janice.
Mrs. Meek?
Hi. How about a drink?
Thanks, not just now.
How about you, old stick in the mud? You want another one?
After a bit, Janice. And if I were you, I wouldn't have any more.
But you're not me, are you?
You'll have to excuse my wife, Mr. Dollar. We've both been under a severe strain since moving here. Grandmother is blind, you know.
No, I didn't know.
Her sight began failing about 4 years ago. I'm surprised the insurance agent didn't tell you.
Well, Mr. Green was so concerned over the theft of the Lincoln manuscript, I imagine it slipped his mind.
Mm-hmm. And just how do you intend to locate that manuscript?
I'm not so sure that I can.
It'd be a pity if you could.
It's just awful.
It's grandmother's prized possession. She hasn't been herself since it was stolen. And being quite elderly, well, we're all very much concerned.
Oh, my, yes. When I think she might die and leave us all that lovely money.
Janice.
It's the truth. You see, Paul and I don't have any money of our own, Mr. Dollar. We'll never have any until she does die. They're giving it to us now while we're young. You know what she does with it? Spends it buying junk for that soy old museum.
Now, look.
That's gratitude, isn't it? I bathe her, feed her rubber feet, and do all her dirty work.
Janice, you've said quite enough. Mr. Dollar isn't interested in our personal problem.
Oh, stick in the mud. All right. I'll be in the den if you want me. And that's the funniest thing I've said all day. If you want me.
I'm sorry. She doesn't mean half of what she says. Oh, that's another signal.
Then hadn't we better go up?
Yes.
We went up the broad staircase, through a hall, and into a bright, sunny room. Wrapped in an old kimono and shawl, Martha Meek sat in an invalid chair, facing the ocean. Paul introduced us, then sat down quietly near the door.
Paul? Paul, I know you're there. Now answer me.
Yes, Grandmother.
You go on downstairs. I want to talk with Mr. Dollar in private.
Whatever you say.
And close that door. Don't mind my back, Mr. Dollar. I couldn't see you if I looked into your face. Now then, when are you going to arrest that crook and bring my Lincoln speech back to me?
Well, I'm going to need a lot of help and information, Mrs. Meek.
Mm-hmm. What kind of information?
Mostly about the museum.
Like what?
Well, do you know who was in there the night the manuscript disappeared?
Certainly. That dirty robber was.
Anyone else?
Well, old Pete's always there. Supposed to be guarding the place, but he didn't do a very good job the other night. Got himself slugged.
Does he live on the grounds?
Yes. I brought him over from Naples 10 years ago. He was my guide in Italy. Showed me around so nice I decided to bring him back.
Tell me, is the memorial open to the public?
It is going to be. I intended it to be one. So I turned my eyes. No, Mr. Dollar, I keep it locked most of the time.
Uh-huh. And who discovered the manuscript was missing?
Pete did, I guess. At least when he recovered, he ran yelling bloody murder up here to the house. Everybody went down to see what had happened. Everybody but me. They left me all to myself.
Were there any strangers here in the house that night, Mrs. Meek? Anyone besides the servants and your grandson and his wife?
One person, but he's no stranger.
Who's that?
Jason Penrod from Richmond. He's an art dealer. We were discussing some business.
May I, ask what kind of business?
It has nothing to do with you or the people you work for.
Sorry. Where can I find Mr. Penrod?
He's staying here now. Give him in his room, then he's most likely out in the memorial. Now, that's enough questions. You, give me a cigarette.
Ma'am?
What's the matter, you deaf? Give me a cigarette before that snoopy wife of his comes prowling around.
All right, sure.
Light me. Well, you want any more information? Pete's the one you talk to.
All right, thanks. What about your son and daughter-in-law? Were they inside the house at the time of the robbery?
You don't suspect them, do you?
Right now, I suspect everybody, Mrs. Meek.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Even you.
Well, bless you, boy.
I found Pete Vesuvio trimming the shrubbery just outside the memorial building. He seemed quite willing to talk to me.
How you say what happened to me, mister? I'm hit out?
Knocked out, Pete.
Si, senor. And because of this, I do not see anything.
Nothing at all, huh?
Please, mister, do not use the insult. I am American citizen, first papers. And because of the kindness of my patron, I will soon be second papers. I know by heart the Constitution, United States, Gettysburg Address, pledge allegiance to my flag.
Yeah.
You know how I know of these things which help me be citizen? Because of my lady, she's letting me work in a place where great papers are for me to read. Because of her, I would not hide anything, mister.
Okay, Pete, okay. I'm convinced.
But I'm sorry I cannot. Hey, you like to hear me say Gettysburg Address?
Well,
do it very good. Learn it right from President's own writing.
Some other time, Pete. Right now, I have to find Mr. Penrod.
Easy inside, mister. Counting the treasures, all of the beautiful things that my lady can no longer see. You'll find him in Section L, senor.
I found the small, neat-appearing art dealer just where Pete had said he'd be, peering into a glass case crowded with Derringer pistols. He had a notebook under his arm and seemed to be making some sort of inventory.
Oh, dear. You gave me quite a fright, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I wish I could concentrate like that.
Well, there's nothing more interesting to me than these final pistol things. What history is they must have, Mr.
Dollar. Johnny Dollar.
Oh, yes, the insurance investigator. Paul told me you were wondering about the place. I suppose you'd like to ask me some questions, huh?
If you don't mind.
Oh, no, goodness, no.
I understand you were with Mrs. Meek the night of the robbery.
That is correct, sir. We heard the shouting. We ran out here just as fast as we could. I was the one who discovered the manuscript was missing.
Do you have any idea how the thief got in here?
No. Unless someone forgot to lock the front door, or unless he had a key.
Well, has Mrs. Meek given out many of the keys?
Well, in my opinion, too many. Even I have one.
What about Paul Meek and his wife?
No, I don't think so. They really aren't interested in the museum at all, Mr. Dollar.
Mr. Penrod, I understand you're quite an authority on antique art and things like that.
Well,
Isn't taking inventory a little beneath your position?
Well, I suppose it is, Mr. Dollar. Last week when I received dear Mariah's wire asking me to do it, I simply couldn't refuse it. She's been such a good customer of mine. Really.
Yes. Do you have any idea who might have wanted the Lincoln manuscript?
Well, I know several persons who'd love to have it. Almost anything. But I don't know anyone with the nerve to break in here and take it by force.
You remember where Paul Meek and his wife were when you heard Pete shouting?
They were right in here when I arrived.
I see. Well, thanks for... Oh, just one more thing.
Oh, yes?
If you'd stolen the manuscript...
Mr. Dollar.
A hypothetical question, Mr. Penrod. But if you had, and you wanted to sell it at a good price with the least danger of being caught, how would you go about it?
Well, I take it abroad, of course. I put it on the open market over there.
Huh. You aren't planning on going abroad soon, are you, Mr. Penrod?
Oh, gracious, no.
You know anyone who is? Anyone who
didn't Paul and Janice tell you? They're flying to Paris Wednesday night.
I left the memorial and walked back to the house. The Meeks were in the study, engaged in their favorite pastime. When I told them what the art dealer had said, Paul set down his glass long enough to confirm the fact that they did have reservations and insisted that he had a logical explanation for not having told me of those plans earlier.
Very logical explanation, Mr. Dollar.
Let me handle this, Janice, please.
Sure. Drink some?
Now, first, I want to hear that explanation, if you don't mind, Paul.
Of course I don't mind. Janice and me were fed up.
Why didn't you tell me about the plane reservations?
Well, why should I have? I'm not even sure I'm going to use it.
Oh?
Grandmother's upset enough over losing that manuscript. Something else might... Well, anyhow, if the manuscript doesn't turn up within 48 hours, we're canceling our trip.
Oh, no, please.
Sorry, Janice, but that's the way it's got to be.
She did it.
What do you mean?
It's an act, don't you see? Jason Penrod told her we were going to leave, so she had him hide the manuscript. And now this thing about her being so upset and having such a weak heart. It's an act to keep her precious darling boy tied to her apron string.
I don't believe it.
Well, just wait. You will.
Anything else, Dollar?
What does a trip to Paris cost, Paul?
Well, it's not inexpensive.
Your wife was complaining about being so broke.
Haven't you ever heard of flying now and paying later?
We have friends in Paris, Dollar. It won't cost as much to live once we get there. We'll worry about paying for our ticket when we get back.
Any other questions, Mr. Snooper?
Yeah. Later. It was after 7 when I finally got back to my hotel room. I ordered a drink and tried to make some kind of sense out of the information I'd gathered during the day. But it all added up to 0. I called Hartford and asked Max Green to look into the Meek finances. Then I dressed for dinner. I was about to go downstairs when the phone rang. Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar, I was told to call you.
Yeah?
It's about the ad.
Yeah?
In tonight's paper about something missing from a certain memorial.
Go on.
Well, I called Hartford Collect. They said to call you.
Yeah, that's right. Who is this?
Now, my name's not important, Dollar, but that 10 grand reward is.
You think you can earn it?
You meet me tonight, you'll see.
Where?
In the alley behind the Bourne Whaling Museum. Be there at 9:30 and be alone. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. Expense account item 4, 85 cents cab fare from my hotel to the Bourne Whaling Museum. I don't like wandering around dark alleys at night, alone in a strange town. It isn't the best way to stay alive. But at 9:29, I passed the old whaling museum and started down the alley. It was dark, no moon, and it was very quiet. I was about 20 yards in from the street when I saw him, curled up in a ball like he had a stomachache. Only he didn't. Because somebody had made him very dead. I struck a match and turned him over. I'd only seen him once before, but I didn't have any trouble remembering where it had been. Right after I'd checked in, he knocked on my hotel room door. By mistake. At least that's what he'd said. After giving a statement to the local police who identified him, I went back to my hotel.
Evening, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, say, look, I know it's probably against all your rules, but who had my room just before I checked in?
Oh, I couldn't disclose that information, sir. Sorry.
Oh, well, so am I. It'd mean a lot for me to know. Maybe even $5 worth.
Well, well, sir, if it's that important. Thank you. Now, let's see. Yes, here it is. Can you read his signature, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah, thanks. Just fine. The name I'd seen scrawled on the hotel register wasn't important now. At least not without something more to back it up. There was no law against checking out of a hotel, but there was a law against murder, if it could be proven. And that would be hard to do without finding a motive. So I went back to the meat house to look for it. I paid off the taxi, that's item 5, and started up the front steps.
Oh, hi, Johnny. I thought it might be you.
That's so?
Mm-hmm. I hope you aren't mad at me for the things I said today.
No, not at all.
I've been a very bad girl. But everything's going to be all right now.
It is.
Mm-hmm. But haven't you heard?
What?
About dear old grandmother. She had a real bad stroke. Isn't expected to live.
You, aren't a bit sorry, are you?
Would you be? If you were me?
Dollar, you mind coming up here?
No, not a bit, Paul.
He's trying to reach you at the hotel. Thank goodness you've come here. Did Janet tell you?
Yeah. How is she?
Bad. Doctor's given up. This is only a matter of hours. She told me to send for you, Mr. Dollar.
Oh?
I don't know why. I've never been able to figure out a lot of things she did.
Why, where is she?
In there. Old Pete's with her, but go on.
Thanks.
With a increased devotion to that cause for which they here gave her the last.
Who is it?
Oh, it's Mr. Dollar, my lady.
Hello, Mrs. Meek.
Oh, thank you for coming, Mr. Dollar.
I go now.
No, wait. Mr. Dollar, you have a moment, haven't you?
Of course.
I promised Pete the last time I visited the museum. I promised I'd let him recite some of the things he'd learned while working there. Haven't been able to keep that promise till now. But go on, Pete. Please.
Yes, my lady. They here gave her the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not ever die in vain. That this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom. And that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Thank you. That was wonderful.
Thank you, my lady. Now I go.
Well, Mr. Dollar, I have a confession to make to you.
Yes?
I lied to you.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't a very big lie, Mrs. Meek.
Oh, but it was. I told him the business Mr. Penrod and I were discussing the night of the Beverly.
Yes?
I told you it had nothing to do with you or the people you work for, remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that was a lie. I'm broke, Mr. Dollar. All I have left in the world is this house and the things in Noir.
I see.
That's why I sent for Jason Penrod. He purchased most of my treasures for me. He's evaluating them. So Paul and Jonas will know what they're worth when they go to sell them. Which they'll do immediately.
Mrs. Meek, don't you think you should try to rest now?
Will you give me a cigarette?
No, ma'am. Sorry. And you must rest.
There isn't much else to do, is there? Good night, Mr. Donald.
Outside in the hall, Paul and Janice Meek were talking quietly to Jason Penrod. Off in the corner, standing with his back to the others, was Pete the Suvier.
Mr. Dollar,
She's resting quiet.
Oh, Dio God.
Why did you lie to me, Pete?
What? I never lied to nobody. Who say I did?
I say you did.
You're crazy, mister. What lie I tell you?
You said you learned the Gettysburg Address right from Mr. Lincoln's own writing in the museum.
That's no lie. What's the matter? You don't believe that, mister?
I believe you, Pete. But I just had to be sure. Come on, let's join each other, shall we?
Well, good evening, Mr. Dollar.
Mr. Penrod.
Tell you any of the family secrets, sir?
Not too many.
You learn anything in there you didn't know before?
Yeah. I know which one of you stole the Lincoln manuscript.
One of us?
Why, you're crazy, Dollar. We were all in the house at the time it happened.
That's right. But one of you hired a little man named Leo Jones to do your dirty work. Jones called me earlier this evening. He was going to tell me which one of you it was. Evidently, he didn't like the deal he was getting. What was he doing, Penrod? Trying to blackmail you?
What are you talking about? I don't know any Leo Jones.
Then why did he come around to my hotel room this morning? The same room you just checked out of.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. I imagine several persons have been to that room today.
Sure, but they're still alive. Now, let's get to the phony Lincoln manuscript.
Phony manuscript?
It wasn't phony, Mr. Dollar.
Wasn't? Well, you correct me if I'm wrong, Penrod. After Mrs. Meek purchased one of the first two drafts of Mr. Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, she started losing her sight. When she closed the museum to the public, you saw a chance to make yourself another $100,000 sale. So you switched copies of the manuscript, replacing that draft with one containing the words, "Under God," which isn't worth anything close to $100,000.
What do you mean, Dollar?
All right, let me quote. That this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and so on.
What?
The phrase, "under God," was not in the manuscript he sold your grandmother, but it was in the copy old Pete has been studying in the museum. Right, Mr. Penrod?
All of you, stay right where you are. You get what Jones got.
Mr. Dollar.
He won't go far, Pete.
But I am the guard. The lady will want me to stop him.
Pete, come back here.
Keep away from you.
Come on.
Oh.
You clever lady. I am a better guard now. Much better. See, senor?
Yes, Pete.
I did good.
You did fine. Pete Vesuvio will live to apply for a second papers. And in time, probably open a spaghetti joint in New Bedford. Penrod will be tried for murder. As yet, he hasn't disclosed the name of the person who purchased the stolen manuscript. But in time, I am sure he will. As for the Meeks, well, Mariah passed on later that night. But as she said, there was nothing left for her but to rest. Expense account total, including hotel and numerous incidentals, $98.30. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Dave Lawler, Johnny, over at Surety Mutual and Trust Company.
Oh, hi, Dave. Long time.
Yeah, I know. Listen, do you own a pair of dark sunglasses and some real loud sports shirts?
Mine are so loud I have to keep them in a soundproof drawer.
Great. But where you'll be at this time tomorrow, nobody will give them a second look.
Oh? Like where?
Well, according to the travel folders, it's, quote, the land where the summer spends the winter, unquote. In other words...
Palm Springs, California. Dave, you're on.
Good.
But don't forget, this could be pretty expensive for your company.
Oh, more than you know, Johnny. $75,000 hard cash.
Ah, oui.
Unless you're able to prove the bracelet Dan Galloway gave to his child bride wasn't really stolen.
For a trip to Palm Springs at this time of year, I think I could prove anything.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of a man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Home Office, Surety Mutual and Trust Company, Franklin Building, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the suntan oil matter. Expense account item 1, $197.40, airline fare and incidentals, Hartford to Palm Springs, California. I registered at La Casa de Paz on South Palm Canyon Drive, changed into casual clothes, and sauntered over to police headquarters. Detective Sergeant Lacey was about to leave for lunch, so I went along with him.
Yeah, Dollar, you'd be surprised at how much stuff is lost in this town during the course of just one season.
The report we got says it was stolen, Sergeant.
Oh, sure. But I doubt it.
A $75,000 bracelet, just 5 days old? That'd be a little careless of the lady, wouldn't it?
Well, if you were married to one of the biggest wildcatters in the oil business, maybe you could afford to be careless.
What about Dan Galloway? Didn't you say he was drilling somewhere around here?
About 80 miles south in the middle of the desert down by Salton Sea.
Salton Sea. Oh, that's really a big inland lake that lies way down below sea level, isn't it?
Want to bring me a check, Johnny? 245 feet below sea level, Dollar.
There's oil there?
Dan Galloway figures it this way. One of the most successful new fields that's been worked in years is deep under the Gulf of Mexico off the coast of Louisiana. There are a lot of salt domes down there, and underneath them are big pools of oil, millions of barrels. So, why not under the Salton Sea, which is all salt deposit?
Who knows? Maybe he has something. Anybody else drilling down there?
Just Galloway. Who else needs it? I mean, any more than he does.
Well, does he?
All yours, Dottie. How would I know if Galloway needs it? But there has been talk around. You know.
But if he's hard up, how could he afford that fancy bracelet last week?
Yeah. Or the snazzy Italian sports car the week before that. I don't know either, Dollar.
What about his wife?
Oh, that Roberta. What a doll. And in 3D, and if you know what I mean. How an old coot like him could ever latch onto a pretty little chick like her?
I take it Roberta is somewhat younger than her husband.
Oh, not more than 35, 40 years.
Oh, I see. How long have they been married?
2, maybe 3 years. Down in Dallas, I think it was. She's a Texas girl.
Well, is it working out? I mean, are they happy?
There's talk about that, too.
What kind of talk?
Oh, it's really just small-town gossip for the most part. Ever hear of Sonny Wyman?
Wyman? No.
Well, Sonny's around Roberta's age. One of those kids who came up from nothing, but all the time knew exactly where he was going. You know, made a point of meeting the right people, shaking the right hand. Real nice kid, too.
What's he do?
Well, when the season's over here, he works Pasadena, Beverly Hills, and L.A. Always has something that'll intrigue his wealthy friends. This season, it's Italian sports cars. Cosmo Romas, I think they are.
And he's the one who sold the Galloways theirs, huh?
He sold Roberta hers.
Any angle there in connection with the bracelet?
There is. You let me know.
Well, if there isn't, what have you been working up to?
Well, actually, nothing. You see, I still believe it was lost.
Expense account item 2, $35 for rental of a drive-your-own car. I found the Galloway place about 2 miles out north and east of town. As I parked in the broad U-shaped driveway, I noticed a low, shiny suntan color sports car standing in the shade of a date palm back by the garage. I Started over to take a look at it. But the front door of the house opened. A Filipino boy appeared, took my name, and showed me into the living room. Through the solid wall of picture windows, I could see that the whole place was built around a kidney-shaped swimming pool. Mighty inviting. And so was Roberta, Mrs. Galloway, when she stepped into the room a minute or two later.
Hi there, Mr. Dollar. My, it's nice of you to come all the way out here.
Yeah, Sergeant Lacey was right. Roberta was a living doll. 22 or 3, trim, petite, and with a figure that... Well, let's not go into that. She said it would be more comfortable out on the lanai beside the pool.
I just wish there was something I could tell you about that bracelet that had helped you find it, Mr. Dollar, but... Well, just must have been stolen.
Well, it makes no difference insofar as your claim is concerned, Mrs. Galloway. The company will still have to pay up, unless, of course, it's found.
Oh, I know that. How do you go about your investigation? I mean, do you offer a reward or something?
Usually, yes. Of course, it depends on...
How much have they offered for my bracelet?
Well, frankly, I haven't checked on that yet. But now, Mrs. Galloway...
How much would you guess, Johnny?
Well, claim this size, probably somewhere between 10 and 30%.
What's the matter, Johnny? Your ear's out of mine.
Nothing. I just thought I had...
Now, that's funny. I didn't hear a thing.
But I had. Quick footsteps somewhere in the house. Then the door opened and closed. Then a few seconds later, the unmistakable growl of a high-powered engine thundering out through twin straight pipes.
Oh, that. Probably some hot rod fan in the neighborhood just drove by. Aren't they
She prattled on for another hour or so and again asked about possibilities of a reward for a bracelet. But so far as helpful information was concerned, she came up with nothing. So I excused myself and drove back to town. I wanted to talk to the driver of that sports car. I also wanted to check with Wilhoit Van Hook, the jeweler who had sold the bracelet. I found his shop on Palm Canyon Drive, a small place, but very ultra. As I was about to enter the door...
Hey, Mr. Dollar, got a minute?
Oh, yeah, sure. 2 or 3 minutes. And I like your car. Mr. Wyman, isn't it?
That's right. How'd you know?
How'd you know mine?
Yeah, real cloak and dagger stuff, huh? You knew I was out at Berta's house, didn't you?
Well, it seemed pretty obvious when I heard you hot-footed for the door and then heard this pint-sized monster of yours barrel off.
Hey, you wouldn't like to buy a Cosmo Roma, would you? The real dilly?
No, I'd like nothing better, but I'm out here on a job.
Yeah, I know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, you know anything that'll help me?
Not much, I'm afraid. But I'll be glad to tell you anything I can. You going in to see Willie?
Willie?
Yeah, you know, Wilhoit Van Hook, the jeweler.
My wise? Yeah. Why? Do you know him?
Know him. I sold him one of these. One exactly like mine. And we're both going to be in the rally they're holding next Sunday. You ever see a good sports car race?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, we'll soon fix that. And look, after you've talked to Willie, if you want to go down to where Dan Galloway is drilling his new well, I'll be glad to give you a lift.
Good idea. But I don't want to take you out of your way.
Oh, not at all. I was going that way anyhow. Besides, I thought it might give us a chance to talk a little.
Sure, Wyman. Why not? With a name like Wilhoit Van Hook, I expected... Well, I don't know what I expected. As it turned out, he was a smartly dressed chap of about 40, tall and slim, blonde hair and quick blue eyes, an alert mind. I told him why I was in Palm Springs, showed him my credentials, and he immediately offered full cooperation.
Now, here we are, Mr. Dollar. Here's a copy of the appraisal. A duplicate of the statement I sent Dan Galloway. And here's a sketch of the bracelet.
Ah, very good.
Diamonds here, emeralds, and the mounting is yellow gold. Hand-worked, all of it.
Mm-hmm. One thing I can't help wondering about, Mr. Van Hook.
Yes?
Isn't a $75,000 bracelet a bit unusual for a shop in a resort town?
As a matter of fact, it is. As you can see, I specialize in rare and exclusive sort of things. But very little over, say, $10,000 or $12,000.
Then the Galloway bracelet was an exception.
Yes. After Dan told me what he had in mind to give to his wife, I had some sent over from Pasadena and Los Angeles by wholesalers with whom I do business. You know, had them shipped down on consignment. He liked one, and that was that.
I see.
Mr. Dollar, I wouldn't want this to go any farther, of course. But after all, jewelers and insurance companies our businesses are pretty well tied together, at least on occasion.
Yes, unfortunately. But what are you getting at?
I'll tell you. 2 days after the bracelet was delivered, one morning, just as I was opening up, Dan came in here.
So?
He was ill at ease, looked worried. He said he had to have some cash quickly. He asked if I could possibly refund his money.
Oh? Did you?
No, because I couldn't. Things have been rather slow for me this season. Quite frankly, I'd used all I'd made on the bracelet to pay up some old bills. I told him as much, and that I was sorry that I just couldn't help him.
Did Galloway say why he had to have that much cash right away?
Yes.
Well?
I don't know much about oil drilling, but as I understand it, his test well is down some 400 feet further than he'd planned on going. And the day before he came in here, something on his rig had broken loose and left him with a highly expensive repair job before he could proceed any further. Apparently, it was all very serious and very expensive.
Strange his wife didn't seem to be bothered. I just talked to her.
Berta? Believe me, Mr. Dollar, she wouldn't be. In fact, I doubt if she even knows.
Oh?
Figure it out for yourself. A man of nearly 60 who has to give bracelets and fancy cars to his wife to keep up her interest. Well, you'd hardly expect him to tell her that kind of news, now would you?
No, I suppose not. Especially if he's worried about the competition.
And if you ask me, he has competition. If only he could see it.
Suntan and chrome Cosmorama was all Sonny Wyman claimed it was. It purred like a kitten, performed beautifully. But I was more interested at the moment in what Sonny wanted to talk about.
Johnny, I'm going to be perfectly blunt with you.
I'll go along with that.
Out at the house a while ago, I felt pretty foolish when you arrived, and Berta insisted I hide until she could get you out on the lanai.
Did she have any particular reason?
Well, you see, we know that... Well, there's some talk going around about Berta and me.
Any truth in it, Sonny?
A little, I guess. You saw it.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, there's nothing serious between us. It's just that, well, with Dan away so much of the time, we have fun together.
Yeah, sure. Now, what about the bracelet?
You mean who might have stolen it?
That's the general idea.
I don't know. I have no idea. That sound funny to you?
Should it?
Well, after all, Dan and Berta keeping their house open to everybody. People in to swim, play badminton, cocktails, barbecues. I guess half the population of Palm Springs has been there at one time or another. And even if it weren't an invited guest, why, it'd be simple for someone to just sneak in and walk off with it.
Providing, of course, they knew where it was kept.
Well, yeah, someone who was close enough to... Well, yeah, I heard Berta ask you about a reward for it.
You think a big enough reward would turn it up?
I would think so. I understand that stolen jewelry brings about 20 cents on the dollar.
Sometimes it brings 20 cents. Sometimes 20 years.
Well, yeah. Well, I just wondered.
How's the car business doing, Sonny?
Oh, great. It's really one of the reasons I'm driving out this way.
Oh, a prospect? An oil-rich Indian or a well-to-do prairie dog?
Hardly. No, I told you we were having a sports car rally on Sunday. Well, being the promoter, so to speak, I'm going down to check the course. If you're still around, you ought to come.
Oh, maybe I will.
Having some good events, too. Willie Van Hook and I are running a match race. He's quite a bug, you know. And ever since I sold him the twin to this job, he's been working it over. Special carburetor, racing cams, everything.
And I wonder I can't afford this kind of stuff.
Oh, man. You'd be amazed at the amount of money that changes hands.
Wait a minute, Sonny. Isn't that an oil rig over there?
Yeah, Dan Galloway's. The rig itself's about 50 feet out in the lake. The shack or office or whatever you want to call it's over the other way. You see? About a quarter of a mile beyond those Joshua trees. I'll drive you over.
He did. There was an old car parked near the shack, so we figured Dan Galloway must be inside. Sonny Wyman dropped me in front of it, then took off in a cloud of dust and exhaust gas. I picked my way between the cactus plants, opened the door without knocking, and barged right in. Mr.
Oh, hello.
No use asking if Mr. Galloway is here. I can see he isn't.
No, he isn't.
Is it all right if I wait? I'm Johnny Dollar.
I'm Mrs. Galloway, Mr. Dollar.
Huh?
Hell, that is, I'm the first Mrs. Galloway. The former. The one who scrimped and saved while Dan was booming around every oil field all over the country trying to make his score. I'm the forgotten Mrs. Galloway.
Well, I'm sorry. Are you expecting him back soon?
Who knows? I've been waiting here 3 hours. But I'll wait 3 days if I have to. Promises, that's all, promises.
What do you mean, Mrs. Galloway?
After working to help him the way I did for all those years, and then to be tossed over for somebody else who never did a lick of work in her life. Oh, sure. Give me anything I want if I let him free. So what have I got? Promises.
Well, I'm sorry. But getting all upset is going to help.
Well, wouldn't you be upset if you had more than $18,000 in back alimony coming to you? And with them living like royalty?
Oh, I see.
Well, he's not going to keep on getting away with it. That's why I'm here.
Well, now, that gun in your handbag isn't the answer, I'm afraid.
How'd you know?
I've seen that kind of bulge in a handbag before. You really have ideas about using it on him? Well?
Well, I don't know. There are times when I feel as though killing would be too good for him. Then there are other times when... I don't know.
Well, here, better let me have it.
Leave me alone.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and try to make sense with somebody as upset as you are who has a gun.
Well, how would you feel? What would you do if you were me?
How should I know? But killing him isn't the answer.
Isn't it?
Or sitting here shouting at me.
Who are you anyway? What are you doing here?
I came out here to see your husband, your ex-husband, on business.
What kind of business?
A friend drove me out here and figured Dan would drive me back. But since he isn't around, there's no point in my staying here. Or you either.
Well, maybe you aren't
You
going
have
to
a car, so you and I are driving back to Palm Springs.
I'm not leaving here till I see Dan. Until I get some money from him. Or see him dead. Maybe he's at the well.
All right. Maybe he is over there. Now, come on. Why I took this on, I didn't know. But I couldn't leave that slightly frantic woman sitting there, waiting, with murder in her heart. For all I knew, she'd murdered Dan already. Better inspect the gun later. The road down toward the oil rig was just a pair of ruts in the desert sand. Then just as we cut in between some yucca plants and a wind-blown Joshua tree, I slammed on the brakes. There, in the middle of the trail, lay a man's body, crushed and twisted. Dan Galloway had been carefully, repeatedly, run over by a car. Expense account item 3, $1.19 for a quick phone call to Sergeant Lacey in Palm Springs and smelling salts and a bromide for Florida, the ex-Mrs. Galloway. Then I dropped her off at the Galloway house. She and Roberta ended up consoling each other while I huddled with Lacey in his office at headquarters.
Some of the boys are still out there, Dollar, checking tire prints, taking pictures, and so on.
No clue as to who ran Galloway down?
Not yet. Looked to me as though Galloway stepped out of his own car to see whoever had pulled up in the other and was run down for his trouble. The car that did it ran around in a circle over and over him.
Any suspects, Sergeant?
You found his ex-wife, Flora, waiting for him in the field office, you said.
That's right.
And she was pretty nervous, on edge, you said.
So?
Also, she was carrying a gun.
Whoa, now, wait a minute.
Any reason why she couldn't have run him down earlier, then gone back and just waited for somebody like you to come along? Somebody with whom she could then discover the body?
Only one hit.
You told me yourself, Dollar, that she was pretty insistent about your going over there to look for Galloway.
Yeah, I know. But, Sergeant, you're off on the wrong foot.
Why?
Because of the tracks left by the killer's car. They didn't match the tires on Flora's car.
You checked?
I checked. And if I were you, I'd have your boys find out whose car did make those tracks.
I'm way ahead of you.
Well, if you know, then what do you...
wait a second. Yeah?
Levine, Sergeant. I got news for you.
Now, listen to this, Dollar.
About those tire tracks at the scene of the killing.
Well, right on cue.
They're the same make and size as the tires on Sonny Wyman's Cosmo Roma.
You sure?
Well, I told you, at the scene, I thought it was a sports car by the small size of the circle the tracks made.
Yeah?
And knowing the feeling between Wyman and Galloway, I went right over to his place. Nice, clean tracks all over. And they match.
You're holding Wyman?
Oh, well, I don't know where he is, Sergeant. He wasn't at his place, and there was no answer to the phone at his showroom.
Well, then get after him. Put out a flash on him. With that car, he shouldn't be too hard to find. Let me know when he's picked up.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Sergeant?
You know something, Dollar? I have a notion that when we find Sonny Wyman, we'll also find out what happened to that bracelet.
Yeah, could be. One thing was certain. Dan Galloway could no longer be suspect in the case. But Roberta? Why not? Maybe she did know that Dan had run out of money. Maybe that's why she was so interested in the amount of reward for the bracelet. And what about Sonny Wyman? None of it bad. A smart young opportunist out for the fast buck. And, of course, close to Galloway's wife. Anything he could do to hurt Galloway would help him. And now these tire tracks, the one solid clue to Galloway's killer. Sergeant Lacey and I drove out to the Galloway house.
No, Johnny, I haven't seen Sonny since he left here this afternoon. That's when you were here.
He didn't call up?
Why should he call up?
Why shouldn't he call, Roberta, if he'd heard that Dan was killed?
Now, you listen here, Mr. Dollar. If you're trying to trick me into saying something about Sonny having anything to do with Dan's death, you're wasting your time. And what's more... Pardon me. Hello? Oh, yes. Just a minute. For you, Sergeant Lacey.
Oh, thanks. Hello? Yes? Yes, when? Yeah, I see. Okay, Levine, thanks.
Has he found Sonny Wyman?
He sure has. And if you want to see him, you'll have to go to the coroner's office.
What?
No.
Yeah, that souped-up car of his. A couple of miles out of town. Ran off a curve and over a 100-foot bank.
Within minutes, Lacey and I were at the scene of the accident, looking things over with the help of flashlights.
Yeah, he must have been really burning up the road to spin and roll this far off the highway.
But surely he must have been familiar with that curve.
Oh, sure. He knew these roads around here as well as anybody in the county.
Tires still in one piece, too. And these sport cars usually corner pretty well.
Well, this one didn't.
Hey, Lacey, look here.
Yeah?
This left rear fender. Looks to me like this car was sideswiped.
Hey, you're right. Rolling over would never make a long crease like that.
Uh-huh.
No, wait. If another car sideswiped him, there'd be paint on this fender. Paint from the other car.
Sergeant, you're absolutely right.
And since there's none here...
Sergeant, you're absolutely wrong. How far to the nearest filling station?
What?
I want to make a couple of calls to some wholesale jewelers in Pasadena and Los Angeles.
Right now, in the middle of the night?
Right now.
Wholesale jewelers?
Expense account item 4, $11.90 phone calls to Pasadena and L.A. The third call yielded Mr. Alfred Mencken of Mencken Imports Incorporated, who was pretty cheerful about having been gotten out of bed.
It's quite all right, Mr. Dollar. Now that I'm up, I'm wide awake almost.
Well, I hate to throw something like this at you in the middle of the night, Mr. Mencken, but tell me, please, did you ship a diamond and emerald bracelet to Will Hoyt Van Hook in Palm Springs within the past few weeks?
Why, yes, Mr. Dollar.
Oh?
As a matter of fact, they sent him 3. That was 2 weeks ago, and he returned them all.
Returned them? When?
Well, 2 of them the day after he got them. But the third one he kept for a while. I got it back just last Thursday. Now, I don't know if that means anything to you.
You bet it does. Thanks very much. Lacey and I piled into one squad car, 4 patrolmen in another. It was several miles out to the little ranch where Van Hook lived, and Lacey and I chewed it over as we drove along.
Don't hold out on me, Johnny. Whatever made you think of Willie Van Hook is the one who drove Sonny Wyman off the road?
Well, apparently there was no paint on that fender from the car that sideswiped him. Actually, there was.
Holy... Of course. Van Hook's car is exactly the same color as Sonny's.
Another thing. The car that ran down Galloway, like the one Sonny drove, even down to the tires, but not necessarily the same car. Plus the fact they couldn't help wondering about Van Hook all along.
Yeah, but why?
In a job like mine, you have to wonder about everybody connected with the case.
Anything particular about Van Hook?
Well, he told me that he'd used the money he got from Galloway to pay off some overdue bills. And yet, a few weeks ago, he was able to buy an $8,000 sports car.
It ties up, Dollar. It all ties up. But how did Sonny Wyman figure in it?
Oh, Sonny was a fellow who lived by his wits. He may have reached the same conclusion about Van Hook that I did. May have had an idea for latching onto the reward money. He mentioned the matter of reward to me a couple of times.
Or he may have had ideas for blackmailing Van Hook.
Another thing. Van Hook saw me drive away from his shop in Sonny's car. That meant he had to act fast, get rid of Galloway, who'd given him back the bracelet, and, of course, take Sonny out of the picture, too.
Yeah, it all seems to head up very nicely. And when we face Van Hook, well, there's his place now. Here's his driveway.
Well, either he's skipped out or he's asleep. No lights on in the place.
Well, if you ask me, he's far...
No, wait.
Yeah?
That third window on the right. The blind was pulled away for a second or two.
Well, then let's get out of this car. We're sitting ducks in here.
Well, how about it, Sergeant? What do we do?
You boys split up. Cover the back and sides of the house.
He's in there?
Yeah.
Okay, boys. Come on.
Johnny, maybe you better keep out of this.
Are you kidding? Hey, listen.
That's the car door, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I know.
Holy... What's he up to? Gonna lock himself in and take the monoxide route?
Come on. Are the back doors in that garage?
Not that I know of. Here, wait a minute. Van Hook! This is the police. We've got men all around this place.
Turn off that engine and come out of there with your hands over your head. Don't be a fool, Van Hook. You haven't got a chance. Come out of that garage now. Hey, did you see that? He drove right through the door of his garage.
Come on, Lacey, the car.
Get after him, you guys. Get moving. Yeah, come on, boys. Crazy. He's getting into the side-swiping head. See what he did to that other patrol car?
Yeah, they're okay. They're off and killing us. Come on, step on it, Lacey.
This is one time we ought to have a Cosmo-Roma.
Well, maybe he can outrun us, but with two cars on his tail, he may get careless, take chances. If so...
Yeah, hang on.
Oh! Lacey, you could qualify for some of those road races yourself.
That guy's out of his head. Main highway like this, full of trucks and trailers.
Oh, don't worry about those guys. Those interstate truckers will give you a clear road after them. They're the best drivers in the country. Come on, hit your siren.
You're right.
See, I told you those guys would give you the road.
Holy... Look! The trailer in front of him! And the oncoming truck! Van Hook's trying to squeeze through!
Pull up! Pull up, pull up! Well, they squeezed through all right. Squeezed right through the pearly gates. Expense account item 5, $38.75, room, 2 meals, and valet service at the Casa de Paz. Item 6, $191.60 airfare and incidentals, Palm Springs, California, back to Hartford. Expense account total, $474.84. Remarks? Well, justice is done in pretty strange ways sometimes. Kind of makes you think. Maybe it pays to tread the straight and narrow, doesn't it? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, international intrigue. A beautiful girl and a very clever chemist. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is written by Paul Franklin and is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Barbara Eiler, Paula Winslow, Horace Lewis, Frank Nelson, Sam Edwards, Austin Green, and Shep Menken. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cumberly speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.